It's time once again for Dee IceCats hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me as tonight we are in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home of the Twin City Thunderbirds, and the second of a set of back-to-backs between the Thunderbirds and your Dee IceCats. Thanks for joining us, everybody, as we work our way into taking a look at tonight's matchup. The pregame show is brought to you by Powers Properties, and these two teams went head-to-head last night. Unfortunately, for the good guys, PD ends up losing a 5-3 decision, but looking to bounce right back tonight. Coming into the game here this evening, the IceCats 5-4-1-0, 16 points, fourth place in the Continental Division, and right behind them, the Thunderbirds now 4-7-0-0 with 12 points. That is fifth place in the Continental Division. As we get into the Powers Properties pregame show, we're going to take a little bit of a deeper look at the lineup tonight because head coach Gary Graham has really shuffled the lines. So we're going to take a look at what the lineups are for this team coming up here this evening. The forward lines, nothing like last night's game. Saw a little bit of a preview of it towards the end, so we're going to talk about that. Plus, we are also going to hear from Gary Graham in this pregame show as well. And then we're going to drop the puck. That's right, tonight it's a special 6:05 face-off. So buckle up, we've got a lot to get to, and we're going to do it right after this. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it. In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
At Integrative Health Solutions, your health is our top priority. With our multimodal, polytherapeutic approach, we offer a wide range of services tailored just for you. From chiropractic adjustments to nutritional counseling and innovative therapies like low-level laser and dry needling, we are here to enhance your well-being. Take charge of your health with Integrative Health Solutions. Visit us today and discover a healthier you.
Del Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Del Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special, and just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back on IceCats Hockey here. The Twin City Thunderbirds and your Dee IceCats going head-to-head here just past the top of the hour. We are a couple of minutes away from hearing from head coach Gary Graham, but in the context of our chat a little bit earlier today before we actually started rolling the tape, it was kind of interesting to see towards the end of the game in a bid to get the offense going yesterday, how Coach Graham started shuffling the lines around, trying to make some changes, trying to find, I guess, some spice, some jump, some heat. And today, he even actually said, hey, make sure you get a look at the lineup sheet today. It's a lot different. And so as I take a look at the lineup sheet here today, now there were kind of a lot of different previews, I thought, of different line combinations yesterday, and we pointed those out in the third period. But to start today, this is what we're looking at. Newcomer Dee IceCats is going to center the Marcinkiewicz twins with the left side with Dominic's on, and the right side Patrick's. Then line number 2 in the middle, you got Chance Adrian, who took a lot of pivotal faceoffs down the stretch yesterday. On the right side wing is Houston Wilson. So instead of him playing in the middle of the Twins, Wilson moves over to the right side on this line, and on the left, you've got Dustin Gesso. Then on the third line, centered by Trevor Lord, on the right wing, you've got Nick Gullo. And on the left side, Eli Rivers, who scored an absolutely gorgeous goal off the rush yesterday. And the extra forward for tonight's game is Skate Scaldi. TJ Prexler is scratched. Scaldi draws into the lineup tonight. Defensively, also a different look. Jordan Popoff is the scratch here tonight. And the defensive pairs, this one's the same, Chernak and Razilov. That doesn't really change. Then it's Jurgenite and Charlie Bedard, who will be paired together. And that means Austin Pickford is with Nick McGill-Diaz. So a little bit different look there as well. As I think at this point, the IceCats are just trying to find a little bit of a jump, spark, something, some kind of ignition to this offense, but also to clean things up defensively in their own end. Ricardo Gonzalez was great last night, made a bunch of big saves, still gives up 4, and that's not the way to win a hockey game, but I really am not hanging that by any means on Ricardo Gonzalez. I thought he played great and came up with some big saves, as he's done all season long for this PD hockey team. He gives them big saves at big times, and really that's all you can ask of your goaltender. But the focus is going to shift onto the puck possession. It's going to shift onto a little bit more trying to maintain time in the zone and generate scoring opportunities off of it. We really did not see PD generating much of a cycle game yesterday. Towards the end of the third period, they started to toss the puck in the corner and go get it. A little chip and charge. You got to chase in there. And you know what? That takes some hard work to get in there, win those battles, come out with the puck, but then you can set up scoring opportunities. And I think the IceCats really do want to play with the puck more. I mean, every team does, let's be honest. But when you have those puck possession numbers going your way, it really does help you out to generate those offensive chances. And the other thing is, if you have the puck in the offensive zone, guess what? You're not getting shots on goal back in your own end. So, hey, in this case, a good offense might be the best defense. All right, we're going to hear from head coach Gary Graham here coming up, as that's going to do it for our Powers Properties pregame show. And then we are just, well, about 10 minutes away from the drop of the puck here, second night in a row in Winston-Salem. Can PD avenge last night's loss? Well, stay tuned and find out. Back with more in a moment. Here's head coach Gary Graham.
Welcome back. Before tonight's game, the Twin City Thunderbirds once again hosting your PD IceCats. We're joined by head coach Gary Graham. And Gary, tough loss last night. When you look back at the 60 minutes, give us your thoughts.
Well, you know, re-looking at the film, it wasn't as bad as I initially thought. It's not happy giving up 5 goals, but one of them was an empty netter. We were outshot 32-23. I think they had it up there. They had like 45 shots, which I was second guessing the whole game. So we gave up 32 shots on goal, not nearly as bad as what I expected it to be. But the odd man rushes hurt us last night. And what my concern was, Tom, was just we didn't have a lot of sustained zone time. You know, they checked very well. You got to tip your hat to Carolina. They checked us very hard. And we just, again, we got to take care of the puck. Puck management issues, again, cost us in Columbus last week. They cost us a couple goals last night. We got to be better in that department.
Talk a little bit about that against this Carolina team. Try to find its identity. Obviously, these guys are scrapping pretty hard right now, and you know that coming into it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they're desperate, and the biggest thing is this is a team that's played a lot together. You know, their top 2 lines got a lot of chemistry together, and you can see that. They know where they're at on the ice. They feed off each other. And sometimes, they're an older team. And I'll tell you this, in my experience, some of the older teams, they take a little bit to get going. They get their legs, their conditioning, their game conditioning, you know, at that 10-game segment of the season, the 20-game, 30-game segment, they start kind of getting going. So sometimes is, the older guys aren't as dialed in, maybe the first 5 games, but then they get their legs underneath them as the season goes. So, we're seeing a great Carolina team right now. It's playing some very good hockey.
I wanted to ask you, towards the third period, we saw a little bit more chip and chase, I think, dumps into the corner. Was that by design, or was that just what Carolina was giving you?
It's exactly what they're giving us, and they're checking us very well. Again, like I try to remind the guys, teams now understand what we are and what our identity is, right? And they know our strengths, which is we're a very good team off the rush. We have a lot of speed, so they're trying to really clog up the neutral zone, stay above us, make us come through numbers. And you see us right now turning pucks over through that, which we can't be doing. So, there's a time and a place to play dump and chase. We'd like to play with the puck in our hands, but if we got to put the puck in behind them, hard rim it, cross corner, dump and go get it, we got to be willing to do that more.
And that's a different way to use your speed, obviously, is in the pursuit.
Exactly. The pursuit, again, we're built to win races. It's just getting them a little bit of a different mindset, knowing when to make that play and when not to make that play.
Well, I think as we segue over to keys to the game, a little bit of an emphasis on what do you change for tonight?
Well, the biggest thing, we got to get pucks in behind our defense and make it a lot harder on them. We made it very easy for them last night, and their forward group has got a good forward group. If you want to make a good forward group, not play offense, you make them play 200 feet away from the offensive zone, which is in their own end. So we got to do a better job of sustained zone time, and again, we got to do a better job of letting the puck do the work. Too often we're not moving our feet, we're not moving the puck quick enough. Sometimes last night in the offensive zone, when we had some good cycles and we had some quick low to high plays for the points, we had some good opportunities, but other times, Tom, we just weren't moving our feet or moving that puck quick enough, which really slowed us down, and that's not our game.
All right, Gary, thanks for joining us, and best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, we're back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer. Serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture. Affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla California. I want fajitas Cancun. I get burrito from Terra. Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Teamer with a double liner for elbowing. Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved.
Papa PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. And coming in to join me right on cue, we're going to be joined by IceCats GM and jack of all trades, Mr. Scott Brand. As soon as he's set up here. Okay, now I can unmute you, so don't say anything bad about me.
Does the FCC actually listen?
You know what? Probably not.
I know the league does because I got yelled at.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
What else is new?
They know what to expect from you, though.
You know what? I just send in a check before the season.
There you go. You're like, nope, I know about what I'm good for, so here we go. But, Scott, a little back-to-back here tonight. At the 6:05 start, looks like head coach Gary Graham is trying to find some jump here with these guys. He's changed the lines around. In your experience, does that jumpstart a team? Is that sufficient?
If you change the right guys, absolutely. and I think, you change the right guys, absolutely. Yesterday we saw or watched or listened to a IceCats team that just wasn't gelling as a hockey team. And I think that was pretty evident. There was a talk around the hotel today. We run into the boys and run into listen to them talk, and just weren't a hockey team yesterday. So, yeah, hopefully we made the right change in personnel. We know talent-wise there's probably not a better team in the league than us, and so hopefully we'll get things going in the right direction.
And, you're not going to win every game. You know that going into it, but you try to avoid throwing a clunker out there, too, at the same time.
You know what? It's okay to lose as long as you get beat, and as long as you're not the one that lost the game.
Last night, I thought PD was fortunate to be in it, tied at 2 after 2. They had a chance to win that hockey game. That didn't work out that way, but we know there's better efforts ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're going to go ahead and send it on down to ice level here for the anthem and, of course, the honoring of a veteran here, and let's go down to ice level.
Thunderbirds fans, please help us recognize tonight's Sign Shop Special Service member of the game, Lance Corporal Jesse Wakefield. Lance Corporal Wakefield proudly served in the United States Marine Corps from 2012 to 2016 as a motor transportation operation with Truck Company 25th Regiment in Erie, Pennsylvania. During his time in service, he qualified as a rifle sharpshooter and attained an intermission water survival qualification. He also received a Emeritus Mass and Emeritus promotion for finishing at the top of his military occupational specialty class at Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri. Your Thunderbirds, thank you for your dedication, service, and commitment to our nation. Standing over your caps for tonight's performance of the national anthem, brought to you by the American Elevator Company, performed tonight by Cody Newton. Oh, say can
All right, anthem in the books as we get ready to go here before tonight's game. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups brought to you by Seminar Brewing. And on defense for this IceCats team, we told you about the D pairs being shuffled around a little bit, but the one that didn't change is Razilov and Chernuk. They're going to start tonight. And then up front, it's going to be newly acquired Danny Zajac. Centering the Twins, Dominic Smarcinkiewicz on the left wing, twin brother Patrick's on the right. Starting goaltenders tonight for the IceCats, it's going to be Ricardo Gonzalez getting the nod in net. He's 4-2-0-1 on the season with a 3.54 goals against average, 863 save percentage. Opposed by Dyson Skinner, 1-3-0-0 with a 3.76 and a 910. Scott, you know what's interesting about the national anthem is that when it was written by Francis Scott Key, roughly, 200 years ago now, it was set to a popular song at the time. So if somebody wrote a new anthem now, could you imagine them setting it to something like, Hot to Go? Or Welcome to the Jungle, if it was written in the 80s?
Well, that would be a good one.
There you go.
Have a contest and rewrite the national anthem. I mean, one of those, what's that gal that shakes herself all the time? Dating a football player?
Yeah, that narrows it down.
The popular chick that sings. I don't know. I listen to Grand Ole Opry.
You know what? You got me. I'm no help on that stuff.
All I know, it's time now to go live to the broadcast booth. Here's Tom Callahan with all the action of PD IceCats hockey.
Let's do it. Left to right for PD on your radio dial to start it off. And they start with possession and a quick shot by Patrick Smarcinkiewicz from the right wing, and already a save made by Skinner. As they'll try to go to work. Dominic puts it up to the left point now. It's Razilov. A shot floats wide. LaBelle trying to clear it around right side. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz up top. A lot of rotation around the offensive zone right now by PD. Puck sent around behind the net. Up to the left point it goes again. Here's Chernuk looking for a seam. His shot found the glass. Down for the right point. Razilov keeping it alive. Try to push it behind the net. It goes around the rim left side and out of the zone. But that is a nice first shift right there, Scott, and an icing called to boot 41 seconds into this first period.
It's an excellent first shift, particularly after the loss yesterday. You come out here, you set the tone. We got about 2 or 3 shots. It looked like it went on net, and we're moving the puck, but we're not playing with it. We're getting into the openings and firing it on net.
Looks like they have a little more purpose. So
they do. They probably had some colorful languages, my guess, in the locker room after the game last night.
We'll have to check the walls and see if all the paint is still there. Thunderbirds win the draw back in their own end. They were unable to change because of the icing call. They turned it over in the slot, but unable to get a shot away as Adrian. And now it ends up at center, but quickly put right back in from there by Bedard, who gets run into by Schnapp. Right side, Wilson trying to pinch it forward. On the wall, can't get it out. Head to the point. Bedard again keeps it in. Shot tipped wide of the net. On its way in, Farmer coughed it up to Wilson. Wilson to the far side. In front. Oh, boy, just out of the reach there for Gesso. Now a shot coming in and a save made by Skinner as he holds on to that one. I like it. Shoot the puck. The message has been delivered.
It has been delivered. Bernard right there. 3 opportunities, shot the puck. 2 made it on net. The other one gets tipped wide. And Tom, it's like they listened to the broadcast last night and they heard the wisdom of me. Just shoot the puck. We'll make everything sound pretty back home, but just shoot the puck. Who cares how it goes in?
Lord will step in for the face-off here in the Thunderbird zone. Puck to the right point. McGill Diaz, his shot drifts just wide of the net, but again, getting pucks through. And you filter them in, even if it's not exactly on net. Maybe you get a tip, you get a screen, you never know. Lord sends it into the left wing side, and Smirnoff able to clear it out and down. McGill Diaz chasing. They say no icing, minute and a half into this first period. And right now, PD looks like they're coming out with a pretty good start, especially on the road. That is key.
It is, and the Thunderbirds aren't as aggressive as they were last night on the forecheck.
Interesting for the Thunderbirds, I don't know why, but Zach White has been scratched from tonight's game after having a hat trick last night, so not entirely sure why as a hand pass whistled. That'll stop play, 1:54 in.
That's a great observation. Guy gets a hat trick last night and doesn't play today.
Not entirely sure why, yeah. But
maybe he'll get called up to the IceCats next week.
There you go. White out of the lineup, so that does change things up a little bit for the Thunderbirds. But again, a nice start here by PD as Twin City controls this faceoff. They'll dump it in. After it behind his own net is Pickford. He's got Butita on him. Tried to go back up the near side. Puck right back through the slot. Has to be knocked away to the wall. Gullo trying to play it around. Hit a stanchion. And McGill Diaz will just toss it down. No icing here, and that'll allow PD to change up the lines. Thunderbirds trying to break out. Keeley having trouble with that one. Hanley to the stripe at center. Dumps it in. Gonzalez stays put as it comes around to the near side. Push past Butita and out to center. Right back in around the rim it goes, and it pretty much clears itself. So PD with a chance to regroup. Here's Razilov. Cross ice feed. That one deflected but gets through. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz to Dominic's on the left side, bottom of the circle. Off angle shot hit the outside of the post. Fed to the left point. Shernock swings it across, but Razilov had to take it out over the line. PD quickly back in though. Zajac dumps it in, and now it'll be turned back by the Thunderbirds. This is a little bit more, Scott, of what I expected. PD trying to use its speed, and Carolina, or Twin Cities, trying to get in the way and use the body.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Carolina's definitely a physical hockey team. And by the way, for those of you who keep in count, that play's going to be offsides as Schnaps threw another check. I'm not calling them Twin Cities. I started the team here, and they're going to be Carolina, so that's a problem for you. Just hit the beat button. And I'm going to probably slip up and say the Pride occasionally. I will not use the C word, Cyclones.
Okay.
Promise you that. Just like the Oakland Raiders.
The Pride, now that goes back to my ECHL days when I was with the Augusta Lynx. There used to be, my first year in the East Coast League, which would have been 2003, it was amazing. The travel was great. There were 5 teams within 3 hours. It was so nice.
Oh, the old days.
The old days indeed, especially back in that southeast region. Oh, it was great. Thunderbirds at center trying to push in on the left wing side. They bounce it in. Play was onside as it's dumped around behind the net, or was it? Nope, now we get a whistle. Didn't see the arm go up there, Scott. But.
Well, the inside ref, or the inside linesman was afraid of getting hit, and the outside linesman was afraid to overrule him. And you know who made the call? Was Fort Worth. I mean, Dallas, Houston. For our team was talking to the linesman and finally got
Amarillo?
Got his attention. Yeah, Amarillo got his attention. I told him I was going to do this, too.
A lot of hockey towns. A lot of hockey towns in Texas. I have another story about that, too, because I used to live and work in Texas in hockey. As it's cleared out by PD, moving it ahead here. Jesso couldn't get the pass. Carter trying to turn it back for the Thunderbirds. Wilson into the skates of Mania. Mania to the right side, and now it's slapped away. Jesso trying to fight this one ahead. Right side to Wilson. Wilson cutting in wide on the wing with a wrist shot. It's a big rebound. Oh, the goal light went on. The puck went across the line. Jesso with the backhand, and he scores.
Did now.
Finally, the puck goes in, and it's Dustin Jesso who's got his first goal of the year. Monkey off the back. 1-0 IceCats.
And I tell you what, he got a nice goal there, but give Houston all the credit there for starting that with a shot followed up. Goal light went on. I don't think it went in. I do think we had a goal last night go in. They didn't get counted, but that's a different story, Tom. But it's, again, all about, was that pretty? No, it wasn't pretty. It was hard work. Nothing wrong with a good hard work goal. And the IceCats take the lead 1-0.
Well, and that's exactly what it is. It's effort. It's continuing to push, and it's working hard, and that's the start you want on the road. Absolutely. Longfist, his pass picked off at center, and here goes Rivers. He had one last night. He drives in. He's around the D, in. Wrist shot, and he set it wide on the glove side. Around to the right point, kept in by McGill Diaz. Bouncer in the high slot. Blomqvist will move it ahead. On to the left wing, trying to drive it is Keeley on the backhand. Curls, looks, feeds left point Farmer. Over to the right side. Hanley will just send it around the rim. Too far for Butita. Longfist up the wall. Farmer again. Tees it up a drive, and that one missed on the glove side. Butita throwing the screen. Once again, the puck rimmed around, this time to the left half wall. Fed behind the net. And the Pride on it there. They're going to look to move this one ahead. Lob through center, a bouncer. Gullo able to knock it down, but couldn't control it. And now fed back in. Here's Kramer on the left wing. Try to hop around one. PD in the middle of a change here right now as McGill Diaz tracks a roller to the far side in against Ford. Lord, backhand to the line, not out, kept in. Long shot in, save Gonzalez, rebound in front, McGill Diaz on it. And now PD will push it away to center. Here's Lord moving it ahead onto the left side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, wrist shot, save made, and held onto by Skinner. Lord was dumped in behind the play, was looking for a bit of a call there, didn't get it.
Should have gotten a call. Ford kicked his skates out right from underneath him. We got to go pay some bills, I think.
Yeah, we're going to pay some bills. Let's do it. Hey, 1-0 here, 5 minutes into the first period. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here, first period action brought to you by your GMC area dealers, PD IceCats Hockey. 1-0 PD in the early going here. The goal coming just 4:11 in for the IceCats, and Dustin Gesso, his first of the year. We've now played 5:39 into this opening frame, and again an offensive zone draw here, Scott.
Absolutely. Let's continue to keep the pressure on.
Love this. Face-off is one back. Quick shot. There it is, blocked, and now it's sent in behind the net. But again, starting with a draw win like that and letting the puck go right away, I love it. This is a great look for this team.
You know, the other thing is we're being aggressive at the blue line when they cross. I like that too. Don't give up territory just for the sake of giving it up.
Driven in around behind the net. Skinner will try to trap it back there. Bouncing puck squirts right in front. Oh, and unfortunately, no shot there, but at the left point, Shernock keeping it up top. Dominic Marcinkiewicz to Patrick Spardot. Slides it down low. Couldn't quite connect with Zajac. Well, and again, maybe you want to see the shot there. They like the extra pass sometimes. And sometimes when it does work, it's a beautiful goal, but every other time you end up without a chance.
Yeah, Dom had it right there in the doorstep and had it on the backhand and couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, they go left side. Marcinkiewicz in with a shot save. Made rebound. Zajac is stopped as well as Skinner hugging that right post. Now it'll be moved to Ed Salak on the left side. Mania driving in wide, tried to center, and it was deflected behind the net. And a penalty coming up. A slashing call against PD. Well, the parade back to the box. The IceCats were shorthanded 5, would have been 6 times if the Thunderbirds hadn't scored on one of those delayed penalties. But early
and this
on,
clown is yelling at our guys. I don't know why he's yelling until I explain that it's called a penalty. First of all, it was a poor call. Second of all, it's the same guy that missed the Lord getting dumped from behind on a dirty play.
6:46 into this opening frame. Jurgenite in for slashing. Penalty kill brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions. As Jurgenite in that Austin Remax penalty box. The penalty kill got better. Scott, they came in at over 91%. Today they're 92.2% tops in the league. And their 5 shorthanded goals is tops in the league. They had one of those yesterday. The save made there by Gonzalez will hang on.
I think it's tremendous, and I will applaud them. I'd rather have them just stay put and never see another penalty kill the rest of the year. Although I do like the shorthanded goals.
There you go. Thunderbirds power play 14.8%. That's 11th. As they win the drawback, Pastuca. He'll try a shot, missed high glove. Around to the right side. Fed back up top. Pastuca is over there. Tried to slide to Salak, and it's blocked out of the zone. Nice pressure there from Chance Adrian. Ooh, good hit by Adrian there as he follows through and puts Smirnov into the glass.
Normally not delivering checks on when you're trying to kill a power play, but Adrian had an opportunity there. Smart hit.
I like that he didn't pass up the hit.
Yes.
Salak in the left side corner is tied up. The pile form. Schnapp in there as well. Wilson watching as the puck comes to the left point. Pastuca over to the right side. Smirnov up top. Pastuca down low. Schnapp hooks it across, but nobody there for it. and Gullo off the glass and out.
And a really nice job of keeping that box. Remember, fans, as you watch, when you're shorthanded by 1, it's a box. When you're shorthanded by 2, it's a triangle.
Just under a minute to go here in this penalty kill. Coming up on 8 minutes into the first, it's 1-0, PD in the lead. Dustin Jesso's first of the year, the difference in this one so far. Here's Kramer ahead for the Thunderbirds in and pushed in on goal by Smirnoff. Right in on Gonzalez. He'll hang on to it. And we don't get the shoving after the whistle there. But, Scott, yesterday it took a little while for this one to get feisty. But by the end of the game, it was there.
There'll be more feist tonight. Tonight's game will be extra feisty.
Okay.
And double the crowd, by the way. There's double the crowd nice here tonight. It's a real nice crowd here.
Yes.
In Winston-Salem.
Extra feist, please.
I think that's 50 cents extra.
There you go. It's all right. It makes it more spicy. Backhanded down the ice. Once again, a good clear here by PD. The Marcinkiewicz twins out together killing this penalty, which I have not seen this year in my tenure yet. Kramer in on the left side. And that backdoor feed, and that one just wide by Ford, who was in a good foot offside.
I was going to say it was a foot offside.
Oh, my.
Like, how do you miss that?
Yeah, that one was not super close. But fortunately, puck didn't find the net. McGill Diaz pushing it back out to center. Up on a skates. Jurgenite is out of the box. PD kills it off. And Ford will go back left side. Pass turned over. And now there's a chance of moving ahead. Marcinkiewicz. Patrick's on the right side. Gets it back door to McGill Diaz. Feeds it down low. Chance in front. And that one is caught and held by Skinner.
Yeah, Diaz right there had nice control. Looked like he was going to make that pass and maybe try and stuff it in. Wonder if maybe a quick shot would have surprised the goaltender. But you know what? They got a set of hands out there in that forward, so probably give them the puck and let them do their thing.
10:59 left, so not quite to the halfway point of this first period, but so far I imagine head coach Gary Graham's got to be pleased by what he's seeing here.
I would absolutely think so.
Keep putting those pucks on net, getting bodies to the front of the net. They win another draw here, but as it goes to the point, it's tipped out. Pastuca up the right side, but had to wait for some help. Feeds Salak. Salak in on the left wing, has to curl on the half wall. Feeds it right in on goal. Gonzalez will just play it aside to Rivers. Rivers looking ahead. Lord, left wing. They'll try to dump it in from there. Hit shin pads, and it's turned over Pastuca to Mania, but he lost it in his skates. Lord will try the left side. He'll send it around the dasher. Skinner out to trap it behind the net. Farmer over for it here. 9.5 gone here in this first period. 1-0 PD. They keep the puck in. Fed to the right point. Bedard to the left side. Wrist shot coming in. Save made by Skinner. You know what? Not a difficult save, but for Jurgenite, again, I don't mind it because you force the goaltender to make a save, and even if he holds it like he does here, you get a draw.
You do, and what happens if it gets tipped? I mean, then you're talking about a scramble and everything else. You know, last night we gave a shout-out to IceCat Nation. I'm sure they're probably having a party there somewhere, and people are going wild, but another shout-out to the Motor City Rockers. You know, we got 4 former Rockers players on this PD IceCat fans. Still a big base up in Detroit following us.
Gotta love that. And there's a quick shot sent over top of the glass. Ends up towards the point. Bedard poking at it. And it does come out over the line. Left side is Butita. Butita sends it wide of the net. And now Marcinkiewicz on the left wing. Can't come up with the puck. Ends up in the left wing corner. Marcinkiewicz, Dominic's over there. Patrick's pulls it out of the pile. And he'll venture up the right side. Trying to leave the zone with a little flip into space. And now it's Zajac into the corner. That one is jammed on a play off of Keeley. And with 9:43 to go in the first, we've reached the halfway point. PD's got a 1-0 lead. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is IceCats.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
First period Ice Cats action brought to you by your area GMC dealers. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand here. Halfway through this first period, it's 1-0, PD in the lead. Second half of a back-to-back here in Winston-Salem against the Thunderbirds. Much different response tonight, Scott, as we've been talking about. And you know what? If the Ice Cats kind of find this as their direction, I think they're going to win a lot of hockey games playing this style of hockey.
Absolutely. I mean, they got talent and they're using it.
Puck ends up out at center, but PD quickly on the regroup. They'll fire it back in. Around behind the net it goes. Left behind there by Skinner. Up the near side. Demke can't clear. Bedard pinching from the right point. Far side, Butita looking to chip that off the glass. Gets it down, but now a race, and that's going to be beaten out there as Demke will get there to erase the icing. Jesso trying to pull it out. Puck ends up in behind the net, and now a penalty coming up there. Jurgenite's going right back to the box as he hit Keeley right on the name bar.
What for?
It
wasn't into the boards, it was up the boards. And now the ref is chirping him all the way to the penalty box, boarding. It was up the boards. It wasn't, I'm not going to start any officiating. Last time I got fined, he didn't bother telling me.
It's not going to make you feel any better, Scott, but I probably would have called that one too.
Don't turn your back on a guy.
Well, no, I don't like that. Today's player is not afraid to turn their back on a player coming at him, and I hate that. That is not how we were taught when we were kids. We were taught to take that hit and shoulder up. But that's not what they teach anymore. So back onto the penalty kill here for the PD IceCats. A nice effort by Gullo to knock that one out of the zone. Bluefish IT Solutions presenting this second PK here for PD. Here comes Ford in with a shot. Nice save by Gonzalez there, and now it's cleared out on the rebound. The other thing that's nice so far, Scott, we've talked a lot about the offense, but defensively, Gonzalez hasn't had to do anything crazy yet. He's just been solid and positional and made the saves.
No, and I talked to him a little bit before the game about his stretching routine. No, I wasn't giving him pointers.
I can only imagine that conversation. Here's a chance in front. Gonzalez made a save. Puck chipped in behind the net. Left side, Ford. Into the far side. Kramer around. Carter moves it up top to LaBelle. LaBelle to Carter. Carter, right side corner. Flip up top. LaBelle, high slot. Wrist shot. He scores. Gonzalez never saw it. A screen shot, and Josh LaBelle's got his first goal as a Thunderbird here at the power play marker. And that ties the game at 1.
Well, Schnepp has that long hair, and I think he had it right in the face of our goaltender, Gonzalez. And he never saw the puck. Long shot from the point. Winds up going in the back of the net. And LaBelle, for those of you from Detroit listening in, I know there's a bunch of you, former Motor City Rocker, too.
So for Josh LaBelle, that's his third of the year.
Lord came off the bench and had something to say. The official who made the 2 calls against us, but missed the one where he got slew-footed, so maybe we'll get the next one. You're not going to win an argument. All you're going to do is put your ticket in for the next call.
Does that actually work, Scott?
I think if you talk to him nicely, he'll start looking.
I'd be interested to know if that actually works. Well, here we go.
Guess what? It worked.
There it is. So, all right, here we go. It's going to be a slashing call against the Thunderbirds. That's going to put them shorthanded for the first time in a hockey game. And it comes right after that goal was scored. 12-11 time of the penalty as it's Smirnoff into the box for the slash.
Actually, it says Mania on his neck.
Or sorry, that is Mania. 25, not 15.
I thought it was Smirnoff that slashed him. Mania's got a guilty conscience.
I don't know. I mean, if we both thought it was the same guy, who knows? One way or another, there's a player with a 5 at the end of his number sitting in the box.
And we got a 2-minute power play.
And we do. We have a Chick-fil-A power play. It starts with a clear by the Thunderbirds. 1-1 tie now on our hands with 7:40 and counting to go here in this opening frame. Crowd in fine vocal form here this evening as PD will move in, try to set it up. And moving around to the near side, Wilson right across the crease. It banks to the left point. Razaloff keeps it into the left corner. Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz, left half wall. Up top, Razalov lets it go, and the save by Skinner, he holds on.
I like what he did that time. I thought the time before when I yelled shoot, and I apologize because I start watching the game, is he just should have shot the puck instead of kind of waiting for it to come to him. Step up, get aggressive, and fire that thing.
At least you're excitable.
I am excited.
That's what makes it fun.
Be excitable tonight as I head right down Interstate 74 back home.
Face-off coming up to the right once again of Skinner as the power play unit changes out. Draw one back to the point. Ends up on the right side. Here's Lord through a screen off the tip of the mitt. Finds the glass. Rivers sends it in around, and where'd it go? Comes it up to the right point. Lord feeding it into the right wing corner to Gullo. Gullo to Lord. Lord down the right wall. Gullo right side corner. Gullo back up the boards to Lord. Moving it across. Pickford doesn't shoot. Top of the circle. Rivers backdoor for Lord off his skates, though. Has to chase it into the right side corner. Gullo over there. He'll put it around the wall. Kept in. Pickford spins it left side. Rivers backdoor. Lord, quick shot off the goal post. Second post of the period for PD. Sent around right half wall. Here's Lord. Up top. Pickford. Lord with traffic. His shot off shin pads into the corner. Bouncing puck. Gullo lets it go to Jesso. Back to Lord. Lord up top. Pickford on it. Wrist stirred through traffic. Save made. Rebound is free. And it's cleared down.
Excellent shot there. Excellent execution there. The only reason it didn't go is because Jacob Schnapp picked up his man Gullo in front of the net and held his stick up. I mean, good defensive play there, but guys, keep doing it. Way to go, Cats.
Time winding down here. Right side as it's turned over, cleared just over the line. Shernock ends up with it, and that's pretty much going to do it for the power play here as Mania set to come out of the box. Close but no cigar on the power play for PD. It stays tied at 1. Patrick Marcinkiewicz trying to dance his way in. That's sent back out to center. Dominic's on the right side, pushing it ahead. Patrick's with the puck on the backhand, cutting right in front of Bouncer. He scores! Even with a bouncing puck, he still got a shot away and finds a way to beat Skinner. It's not a power play goal, but it does put PD back in front. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I think that just found the 5-hole, Tom. And again, hard work. Instead of looking for the pretty pass, guess what? He just went to the net himself and shot it and went in. That's what we've been telling the Cats. The Cats are purring. I hate to say it. Well, I do like to say that.
Well, the fur is flying early in this one. 9th goal of the season for Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Brother Dom will come up with an assist on that one. 14:22, time of the marker. And PD, a night after the offense was silent, now finding their bite. Puck does go back into the PD end of things. Here's the Thunderbirds trying to push back. And I mean, shifts after goals, so important. Right now, Twin City trying to get the momentum back as Jesso will send it on down the ice. This will not be icing. Wilson up on the forecheck here. And around it comes right side, but unable to keep it in there. It was Adrian. Now it's dumped back in. Jesso tagging up. Thunderbirds on the regroup. Carter looks up the left side. Smirnoff leaves it off. Salak will dump it in. Pastuca chasing. McGill Diaz gets there first. Backhands it around to an open wing, but it's kept in on the right side. A chance in front. That ends up on the far wall, and now away comes Wilson to center. Wilson will dump it in. Jesso heads up after it. Cleared up the boards off Wilson. Bounce to the line. It does come out. PD will have to regroup once again here. Turned over at center. Farmer throwing it back in. Both teams will look to start a change here. 4:25 to go in this first period. 2-1. PD in the lead. Puck tied up on the wall back there. And now Schnapp out with it. A backhand pass into the slot. A shot! And that one might have caught the post as well. Wilson will bank it back out the other way. Down the ice it goes. No icing with Ford up on the forecheck.
Yeah, Salak tied up 3 of our guys behind the net. That's not good.
Puck free in front. Gullo with a shot. That one is knocked just wide of the net. Oh, my goodness. chances aplenty right now. Crazy amount of turnovers here.
There has been. We just got to make sure we're on the right end of one.
Here's Ford sending it across. A chance and a goal. As cutting right down the slot was Kramer. And this game is tied right back up at 2.
Well, and it was puck chasing in the attacking zone. We gave up the odd man rush. And there's no way the goaltender could do anything with that. That's a pure breakaway. He had to go from the left side of his net to the middle of that. It was Ford that you said had shot it. He's not going to miss very many.
And so the game now tied at 2. We've seen a lot of scoring action here in this period, but again, I mean, Scott, teams trading chances a little bit. I like that PD's getting their chances in the other end, but you'd like to see him clean it up just a little bit defensively here.
Yeah, we can't just be dishing the puck up.
Right side, pushing back in here is Patrick Marcinkiewicz. He'll put it to the side of the goal. It ends up in behind. And now around to the right side, unable to keep it in there. Razilov as it's cleared past him. Chernak playing it back towards center. Zajac with it. Zajac leaving for Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Right side, a backhand to the front of the net, and Skinner the save. Zajac might have got a tip on that one. 3:19 to go here in the first. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
It's not too late to get your full season tickets for PD IceCats Hockey. Season ticket holders gain access to exclusive team events, a merchandise discount, playoff priority, and much more. Check out the best value in sports entertainment. PD IceCats season tickets. For more information, email tickets@pdprohockey.com or just call Scott Brand. Call him direct on the bat phone. He will answer. He'll sell you a ticket on the roof if that's what you want. And he also takes care of the parking for you, I hear.
I will give you free parking.
That's what a great deal. Here's a chance of Bragesso and a shoulder save there, Skinner. Rebound is cleared away. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first. It is a 2-2 game. These two teams have really been shot out of a cannon here. Plenty of scoring chances in both ends. Love the jump out of PD tonight. Demke trying to push this one ahead. Jurgenite back after the puck behind the net, swept around to the far side past Gesso, and all the way down the ice it goes. They say no icing here, and that allows PD to change it up. Carter on the left wing. Oh, he almost gave it straight to Rivers, but he fanned on it, and it fooled them both. Here's a chance. Demke left side looking to go back door, but it was tipped away from Pastuca. Now a shot coming in. That hit traffic. Cleared towards the wall. Boy, Wilson is hurt after blocking that shot. He's going to get off the ice. Back up the left side. Here comes Lord. Lord, wrist shot. That one hits the lock. Now it's chipped back out to center. Boy, he was getting off a little slow.
Yeah, he was. Looks like he's just, you know what, it hurts. He'll rub some dirt on it.
There you go.
On.
Puck comes around onto the left wing side. Boy, he got plugged blocking a shot yesterday, too, and now he gets another one. So, well, you know what? Hey, he's getting in the way, getting in the lane. Got to give him credit. Here's Farmer at the left point, trying to keep it in for the Thunderbirds. Kicked up by McGill Diaz. Not out. Schnapp blocked it, but then ran into Rivers. Now it's out. And now up the right side, trying to scoot free, unable to get around the check with Scaldi. And now it'll be Dominic Marcinkiewicz up on the forecheck here. Schnapp tips it down. In around behind the net, McGill Diaz up the near side. Marcinkiewicz moving it ahead. He gets rubbed out. Zajac ahead. Here they come. Left side, Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Wrist shot save. Rebound sitting there. It's slapped away. Not out. Shot from the point. Blocked by traffic. Another try. Shernock. And he found the glass. A wild scrambly sequence right there. Dump back into the PDN. No icing. Ford up around after it as it's cleared out of the zone. Last minute of play in the first. Tied at 2.
Great offensive attack there, Tom. I mean, 3 or 4 shots, one goes a little high, but that's okay. Why was icing waived?
Well, they do wave off the icing there. Puck kept into the right point by the Thunderbirds. Shot in on goal off the skate of Shernock. An attempt for the left wing. That is blocked. Blomqvist couldn't get it through. Bouncer goes right up the slot, but handled by PD. And they'll exit the zone. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz trying to tip it ahead to himself. Bouncer at center is shoveled back, and Patrick's will go all the way back for it. Now he'll bank it off the dasher. Back into the zone, and with 19 seconds to go, let's see if PD elects to go for the rush. They're going to go up the right side here. Stretch Jurgenite ahead. Marcinkiewicz tips it on down. Skinner behind his own net after it. Plays it up the near side. Time winding down to the period as it's wedged out, and that should pretty much do it for this first. So Scott, 2 goals for, 2 goals against. I think both teams have some positives to take out of the frame. But again, I really like the difference in the first period tonight for PD.
Absolutely, both teams do. I think, though, we had the better thing. I think after yesterday's performance, this was a good hockey team here and had more opportunities, and they're creating a buzz. And, the teams are going to score. You can be perfect, and the other team's going to score on you. But what a nice job by the IceCats. They look really good so far. Another 40 minutes to go.
Hey, speaking of creating a buzz, there's a rumor floating around that there may or may not be a different color jersey coming at some point.
That's what I heard.
Can you confirm or deny this?
Can't confirm or deny anything.
Okay.
I'm hearing that. I may have seen something, but you're going to have to show up and find out.
Is it purple paisley?
It's definitely not purple paisley.
Think of the marketing. Could have been fun. The PD purple paisley? One night only?
We can talk about that. Drop acid night? I don't know.
There you go. No, handle it carefully. So, all right. Well, Scott, we'll catch back up with you in the second period here.
See you later.
All right. Scott Brand joining us here. He'll be back for the second period. We, after 20 minutes of play, are going to step on into our first period intermission report. And we've got 4 goals to recap, 2 on each side, as PD came out flying offensively. Did a nice job, but of course, the Thunderbirds are not going to go away quietly, that's for sure. And so, you know what? These two teams, they went at it hammer and tong last night. Why would anything change tonight? And so far, it absolutely has not. 20 minutes in, we're tied at 2. We're back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
20 minutes in the books here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Well, they used to call it the Annex, but now they just consider it the whole complex, the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Twin City Thunderbirds and your PD IceCats knotted up at 2 after 2 periods of play. Let's take a look back at the scoring here from the first period. That really quite the start for PD. The new line combinations did send a jolt through the lineup. They came out with some buzz, putting pucks on net, and in fact 20 shots on goal. Yeah, 20 for PD in that opening frame. Just a lot of pucks to the front of the net and just making life difficult for goaltender Dyson Skinner, and you gotta love it. That's what they need to continue to do. So as we take a look at the scoring, it started just 4-11 into the first period with the goal getting the monkey off the back for Dustin Gesso. Came in, had 13 points, all assists. And I know it's something that kind of weighs on you a little bit. And we talked with Gary Graham about it actually last week on the coach's show, trying to get him going. And, you know, how do you get that player over the hump? And sometimes it's just working hard, finding a way to do it. And that shift in particular was it was fairly scrambly as far as the Thunderbirds go defensively. The puck actually went across the goal line. It looked like Houston Wilson was about to score a goal, but it went right across the goal mouth and out the other side. Then it was wrapped around again. This time it was Dustin Gesso scoring on that wraparound attempt on the far side of the post. And that goal made it 1-0 PD. But Thunderbirds would come back. They would tie it up. Josh LaBelle with a power play goal, a shot from the point that Ricardo Gonzalez was screened on, never saw it coming in. LaBelle's third of the season. And with the assist going to Roman Kramer, that tied it up at 1. PD would then take the lead at 14-22. Once again, a play where just all kinds of action in the zone as the Marcinkiewicz twins able to break in on goal, and it was Patrick Marcinkiewicz who had finished things off. He cut in from the right wing side, heading towards the front of the net, and the puck actually did discernibly hop on him. As he was trying to make the move across, backhand to forehand, going right to left, maybe knowing that it hopped, maybe understanding, hey, my best play is to try to get a shot on goal, he actually beat Skinner 5-hole and just drove that puck low and along the ice, dealt with the hop beautifully, in it goes. That makes it 2-1 PD. But once again, Thunderbirds respond 16-14. This time it is Kramer. A nice leave on the right wing. Ford puts it up towards the top of the circle. Kramer able to walk in pretty much unobstructed, and he beats goaltender Ricardo Gonzalez to tie this game at 2. As I mentioned, shots on goal 20 for PD in the period, 11 for Twin City. Power plays 0 for 1 for the IceCats, 1 for 2 for the Thunderbirds. We'll take a break. When we come back here in this first period intermission, we will take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard for you. It is a busy night in the FPHL, but we are the first game underway. So if we have any fans of any other teams checking us out this evening, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I know a lot of games will be getting underway here in just a little bit, and we'll tell you who's going head-to-head, plus we'll take a look at the NHL side as well. Stay tuned. More coming your way on IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which Sport Clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back here. The first period intermission report tied at 2 after 1. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me. Is right now a much better start for PD offensively, but the Thunderbirds picking up right where they left off yesterday as they jumped right in and attacked this IceCats hockey team, and they found a couple of goals of their own. One was on the power play. It's rare that the IceCats give up a power play goal, but Josh LaBelle did find the net thanks to a nice screen in front. It's been a back-and-forth game. I'll tell you what, the next 2 periods are going to be just as exciting. These 2 teams, the feeling-out process was last night. It's going to be a whole different kettle of fish here for this next 40 minutes. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. What's going on? A Saturday night in the FPHL means a packed schedule of games, but because we started at 6:05 p.m. Eastern, that means we're the first ones in action here, so all these games are either about to get underway or are coming up later. Top of the hour, you got Binghamton and Danbury. Also at the top of the hour, Biloxi and the Columbus River Dragons. Port Huron and Blue Ridge at the bottom of the hour. Athens and Monroe also coming up. That one is at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Also at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, you've got Topeka and the Baton Rouge Zydeco going head-to-head tonight. In the NHL, a busy night with 12 games on the slate. A couple of them already in the books from earlier today. The Detroit Red Wings took overtime to beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3. And it was there that Alex DeBrincat notched his 10th of the season for the OT game winner. St. Louis Blues 2-1 winners over the New York Islanders. Everything else is dropping the puck here at 7 o'clock or later. You got Leafs, Canadiens, Oilers at the Panthers in a Stanley Cup final rematch that I don't think that's going to live up to the billing. The Oilers are struggling this year, and the Panthers have been decimated by injuries. Devils and Flyers at 7, as are the Kraken and Penguins, Lightning and Capitals, Senators and Sharks. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, the Avalanche are at the Preds. 9 o'clock, you've got the Rangers at the Mammoth. 10 p.m. tonight, Stars at Flames, Golden Knights at the Ducks. Boy, how about those Anaheim Ducks? 13-7-1 on the year. What a start for them. And you know what? There's some incredible stories this year in the NHL, just like there is here in the FPHL. And I think this PD IceCats team has a chance to be one of those stories. Taking a look at the roster, the talent that's been collected here, knowing that, you know, putting things together from scratch is not the easiest way to do it. But it's been an admirable job of, you know, trying to find the right mix of players, the right line combinations. There's still some adjustments being made. Obviously, the trade made earlier this week that brought Dee IceCats into this team, coming down from Indiana. And right now, looks pretty good with the Marcinkiewicz twins. We'll see if that does indeed stay together for a while, but so far so good. That line combination looks good. I also think Houston Wilson on the wing is an interesting move, but he's been able to help drive that line. And Dustin Jesso with Wilson on that line with him. Those two combined to get Jesso his first goal of the year. So you have to like that as well. That's an important thing to consider. It's just sometimes changing it up like this, mixing it up, can jumpstart certain players. It makes them, I think, a little more alert and aware because you don't have the comfort of playing with someone that you're used to playing with, someone that you know their tendencies or you think you know where they're supposed to be. When you have a new line combination, sometimes you really do have to pay much more rapt attention to your line mates, how the play is developing, the way things are breaking out, and that can be a good thing. I think so far offensively tonight it has indeed been a good thing for this IceCats team. So we're going to get ready to take a break here, step into the next segment. And you know what? Second period action's coming up in just a little bit. But before it does, I want to remind you that PD IceCats Hockey is brought to you by Cumulus Radio, the official broadcast partner, by Sports Clips, the official hair cutter, by M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, by Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner, by CLC Transportation, the official travel partner, by Palmetto Smiles, the official dentist, by White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dry cleaners, and by Battle LP, the official fuel provider, powering the Zamboni. 2-2 after 1. We will be back in just a moment with second period action presented by Bud Light. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings. The flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back getting ready for second period action presented by Bud Light. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand here with you. This game is tied up at 2 after 1 period of play. PD will be rolling right to left on your radio dial here in the road white uniforms with the baby blue helmets, black pants, and the black home uniforms for the Twin City Thunderbirds, a.k.a. Carolina Thunderbirds.
Yeah, they're Carolina. It's too early to start calling Twin Cities.
Well, it's Twin City.
Whatever. See,
which is also, okay, so...
They don't even know what they should be called.
I was going to say, when it comes down to the grammatics of it all...
You're the broadcaster.
Is Twin City proper grammar? Twin Cities?
Twins. How about Twins City?
There you go.
Speaking of Twin Cities, we got twins.
Well, you know what? We'll have to figure this one out. Maybe someone will drop it in the YouTube comments. We'll see. And by the way, we do simulcast all of our games on radio, on Cumulus Radio, our broadcast partner, as well as on YouTube. As the puck pushed out, and now here's Kramer trying to get to it, and he's stepping into the zone, but PD getting back on that back check to help out. Thunderbirds trying to push up here and make something happen. Opening minute of the second period, we're tied at 2. Pass on the left side is denied as it's dumped in now by the IceCats. LaBelle will take it behind the Thunderbirds' net. Forced out from behind the net. Tries a stretch pass through center. That one is deflected on in. Razilov after it, just banks it away to center. Dominic Marcinkiewicz leaving on the left wing side. Zajac in to Patrick's. Back to Dominic's. Dominic's left wing corner into the slot. Patrick's a shot. Save made. And quick to cover the rebound there. Skinner, it's a good thing because Zajac was lurking right there.
Absolutely was. You know, and the puck got caught up on the edge a little bit, and they just spent $1.5 million on a brand new ice system in here. But the ice is still a little wet because there's a big crowd here tonight, and it's warm down here in up here in Winston-Salem, and so that may have affected his shot, but still great opportunity.
Face off to the right of the Thunderbirds' goal. They're able to swing it out to center. McGill Diaz back for PD. Trying to play it towards Wilson. Pastuca in on the left side. Wilson turning back with it. And now it's tipped out to center. Here comes PD left side. Gesso long wrister right into the breadbasket. Save made and held right there for Skinner.
You were about to say we were simulcast at 100.5 FM, the game in the Florence area, and then occasional games will be in Myrtle Beach and in Charleston and over there in Columbia. So I know we have some great people that listen on the game.
Gesso with another backhand attempt right off the faceoff. That's blocked, and now the other way. Here comes Smirnoff, and that one offside at the line. Whistled down there as Mania was ahead of the play. Buck 27 in. Scott, you know, I really have to say, and you know I appreciate traditional media quite a bit, and I know you do as well, but I mean, it's just fantastic to be able to bring the game to fans on the radio. You can follow us as you're traveling in your car. Maybe you've got something else going on. You can always put the game on and keep up with the IceCats.
Absolutely, and you get to enjoy the game in your mind, and that's kind of the fun part for me, as you can imagine, you know. The Godzilla has the puck and back in net. Now he just passes out to Gamera. Gamera out the far side. Now he's going to try safe pass. Here you go, Tom.
Jesso cross ice, and that feed leaks away into the corner. But, hey, PD getting their chances here to the left point. Here's Pickford. They'll send it back around the rim. Did you say Sauron had an eye on it? Is that what you said? Wilson moving it around. Right point, McGill. Diaz able to keep it in. And again, a good fight at the line there. McGill Diaz kept it in, but now PD's going to kind of peel out of there to try to go for a change. But Thunderbirds having trouble moving it down here. McGill Diaz finally after it into his own end. They wave off icing as it's played around. Let's see if PD can take advantage on the break. Here they come up with speed on the right wing side. All the way around in front of shot Jesso, and that one went right off the skate of Hanley. Lord to his right. His shot is tipped away into the corner. Boy, Lord's been buzzing a little bit in this one.
Absolutely. He came out in the second period here very strong.
Here's a chance. Wilson from the slot. Left pad save. Jesso put it back in front. Hanley able to clear it away. But again, a good opening shift here. And Jurgenite's going to get back on an icing call. Butita couldn't beat him. 2:45 into the second. Tied at 2, but PD again starting a period strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, this Thunderbird line is extremely tired. You can tell they're hunched over, slowly skating back. We get some fresh legs out there, but great play by Lord to take the length of the ice, or Gamera, either one, and goes the length of the ice and sets that play up.
Face on to the right of the Thunderbirds net. This time it's won back by Twin City, and now Hanley trying to move it out, but it's kept in. Jurgenite at the left point, shoved right back into the corner. Boy, I like it. Just stay all over that puck. It's wedged out. They had to go up in the air, out of play. That should be delay a game, should it not?
I believe it's going to be. They're going to at least take a look.
That should
and
be.
It is.
It is delay a game. There it is. So a power play coming up for PD here. And this time, Scott, I can tell you it is indeed Smirnoff who's going to get iced for 2.
Really? That was
Yes.
good. Okay, I'll give you credit for that. So, yes, another power play opportunity. Let's hope that we can, again, the last power play, Tom, we moved the puck well. We shot the puck. We weren't looking for the pretty goal. I hope we can continue to do that.
2:59, time of the delay a game call. And so back to the Chick-fil-A power play here. PD will set it up. Up top, here's Razilov. Over to the far side, Patrick Smarson-Kevics. Razilov now to the near dot. Dominic's over. Patrick's one-time save made coming to his left there. The rebound cleared around, not out. Patrick's keeps it in, feeds it up top. Razilov, Dominic's top of the near circle. Wrist shot, and that one didn't miss by much. Patrick's on the right side of the rebound. Razilov up top. Patrick's far circle. Wrist shot and a blocker save. Dominic's on the left half wall with the puck. Feeding it down low, swept around the boards. Comes around to the right side to Patrick's. Into space for Wilson, chopped away from him, and down it goes.
But good things there for you people old enough to remember a pinball machine. That's exactly what that was like. The ball or the puck keeps getting fired, and it's going here and there, and good heads up, one of them's going to go in.
Patrick Smarson-Kevics wheels in, lost it in his skates, and that allows a clear by the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, that's that pretty move there. Instead of making that move, I'd rather have seen him look over to make a pass or just fire the puck, and the goalie's going to use his flippers and kick that thing out. We can cram one in on a rebound.
Pickford has to loop behind his own net. And now it'll be brought ahead. Here's Jesso. He's got one in the game. Jesso's going to spin back, though. Didn't like the looks of things. He'll leave it off into space. Rivers back inside the blue line as once again PD has to regroup. And now Jesso to center. Jesso will carry it in over the line. Left side into the corner. Rivers ties up Carter, slaps it away from him. Around to the right side it comes, and the IceCats will go to work. Gullo up top, and unfortunately there, it looked like Rivers caught a rut in the ice.
I was just going to say Rivers caught a rut.
And the puck was cleared out. They try to push back in here. Pass ahead there for Scaldi. Can't do anything with it. And again, PD on the regroup. Power play coming to a close. They're going to drop to 0 for 2. However, last time they did score right after the expiration of a power play, but this time it's an offside call. To get us to a break, 5:04 into the second, tied at 2. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
IceCats second period action presented by Bud Light. Tom Callahan along with Scott Brand up here on the weekend set here in Winston-Salem. Tied at 2 here early in the second. Scott, how's it look from over there?
I like what we're doing. Just saw a Hertz commercial. Want to thank them providing the car this weekend. My car decided to go deer hunting last weekend, of course, but Hertz stepped up.
Here's Patrick Smarson-Kevix cutting it on goal for Dominics, and he couldn't get to it, but a penalty coming up against the Thunderbirds as that individual effort draws a tripping call, and so IceCats back to the power play for the third time here. They're 0 for 2, but Scott, they look pretty good on the last one, just weren't able to quite convert.
They are. We're going to get another chance to practice it here, and I think it was Dominic going to the net maybe, and he kept his feet going, and Demenke had nothing else to do but haul him down.
Scott, what do you call a deer with no eyes?
I don't know.
No idea. Demke in the box for tripping. The Chick-fil-A power play with a face-off to the right. Scott just turned his back on me. Up top, Pickford. Send it over to the right side. Lord with a drive off of LaBelle. And that one actually hit the ceiling.
It did. It's tall ceiling here, too. So, nice little bounce.
And Josh LaBelle's not a small guy. He's got a lot of body to put in front of that puck to block it. He sure did. Gullo in against Ford for this face-off. Gesso. Lord also out there, and on the points, if we ever get this puck dropped here, we've got Pickford on the right side. Rivers manning the left point. Tied up on the dot. Still jamming away at it in there. Rivers comes in and able to help it out. Pickford at the right point, pressured, sends it right side corner. Now behind the net, Gullo. Try to wrap it in front. Feeds the left point. Pickford over to the right side. Lord into the corner. Driving behind the net, Rivers. Gullo, too far for him. Ford with a backhand clear.
Yeah, let's not go into the sweet Georgia Brown passing game. Let's continue to move the puck. And good, you know what? Good effort there by Thunderbirds 24. Pastuca. Oh, well, he's a former player of mine. Of course it was. And forces the puck up into the netting.
You know, this is an interesting Thunderbirds team. It's a mix of the old and the new. They got a lot younger on defense, but they still have a lot of the old guard here. Pastuca, Salak, Ford. I mean, these guys have been here for a long time, and they still provide the veteran leadership.
They absolutely do. And a couple championships, a couple close but no cigars. But, yeah, they're a good hockey team, good organization.
A couple of AARP cards, you know.
Few of
them. Every year we think John Butita is another member of that club. As PD will bring it up on the right wing side, toss it into the corner. Carter after it. He's tied up by Wilson. Salak in that pile now as well. Dominic Smarson-Kevix under a minute to go in the man advantage. Tied at 2 here in the second. Patrick's far dot. Wrist shot, save made. Rebound sitting there. Houston Wilson shot is also blocked. Dominic Smarson-Kevix right side moves it. Patrick's up top, middle of the blue line, Razilov. Now to the near circle. Dominic shot, shoulder save there. Rebound in the slot, grabbed and held by Pastuca, and they're going to get him for it.
Yeah.
Closing his hand over the puck. That's another delay of game penalty.
And both referees got it.
Yes, they did. And he did. He grabbed it. You cannot do that. Closing your hand over the puck is a call. And that's what they did there.
Yep. And a 5-on-3 for 30 seconds.
Well, we'll certainly take that. 38 seconds of 5-on-3 time as this penalty comes at 6:32. I know there's a net there. It's hard to see, but 38 seconds.
I'm a former referee. I can't see anyone.
There you go.
It's an automatic call. Fans don't like it. We'll take it.
So 5-on-3. PD starts with control. Razilov. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Razilov. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Razilov one time blocked in front and cleared out. Schnapp sacrificed the body to get in front of it. Razilov will move it ahead. And now Patrick's in over the line and offside. Oh boy, Chance Adrian too eager to get in.
That's not a good play.
No.
When you're up on a 5-on-3, you take yourself offside.
Now you got to win a face-off. And Adrian as the center, you better win the face-off in the coach's eyes. 6:53 into the second, still tied at 2. And the Thunderbirds win the draw, and LaBelle skips it down the ice.
So not a lot we've done with a 5-on-3. Let's get a couple passes and get it in the zone.
Chick-fil-A power play continues as Marcinkiewicz moving in. He's pulled down, and this time there is no call that allows the Thunderbirds to clear it. Out of the box is Demke. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Gonzalez. Oh, boy. He went to handle the puck at the side of the net. He almost deflected it in his own goal. It stayed out, though. So he just wiped the brow and move on. Jesso's going to wheel it up. Right side, he carries on into the zone. Jesso leaving it off, sent around the rim by Lord. Left side, Gullo cuts it off on the half wall. Gullo. Rivers down the boards himself, feeds it up top. Pickford looking over, lets a wrister go, and that's tipped to the glass. Jesso on the rebound, behind the net, gets it around to the right point. Switching is Rivers with Pickford. He'll feed it left wing too far for Rivers. Gullo after it. Gullo tried to leave it back. It's cleared away and down the ice.
I don't like it. We just dump it in the corner. We got to make the passes, particularly when you're up a man, and we were doing as well as we were.
Pickford moving ahead. Left side, he carries it into the zone. Pickford behind the net. One hand on the stick, rubbed out by Schnapp. Rivers arriving. Puck around to the left point. Jesso holding it in. On to the right side. Lord. Jesso up top. As the seam doesn't shoot. Rivers does shoot. Blocked off the leg of Schnapp. Here's Lord. Carrying it across. Rivers looking, drags, wrist shot, tipped in front, just wide. Power play over. Pressure continues. Pickford trying to keep it in. Right point, Gullo into the corner. Jesso looking in front, gets it back to the right side. Gullo up top. Pickford hopped over his stick and now a race. Pickford trying to get back in front of Pastuca, and he will beat him to the puck. Rivers trying to tip it back the other way, and now PD finally getting back the two defensemen out there as they get a wholesale line change going. Butita on the right side, but Scott, that hurts to not be able to do anything effective there through that 5-on-3 and into the 5-on-4.
It did. Now we ice the puck. Oh, it's not going to make it all the way down. That's good, but we did a nice job of killing off a 5-on-3 power play.
And fans, yes, that is not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Bedard will turn it back in around the glass. Skinner did make a couple of saves on that one, but he would have liked to have seen them test him more. Butita swats at it. Left point, Jurgenite keeping it in, but his shot hits shin pads and goes out. So PD will try to move it in again. Zajic bumped there as the lines change for PD, or at least defensively. Scaldi with a check on the far side. Puck comes around to the near wing. Moved ahead, here's Ford. Ford in over the line, right side, leaving it off. High slot, Butita. Butita to the point. Smirnoff walks down, wrist shot. Save Gonzalez, and he holds on to the rebound. Right at the halfway point of period number 2, we remain tied at 2. Let's see if they go to the break at the 10-minute exactly mark. They should.
Apparently we're going to wait.
Yeah, it's 10 or under, but
we could use a break. We're running around and not being very aggressive at all as we were in the first period. I thought, now it's kind of like we're playing defense. Who cares? It's 2-2. Too much hockey left.
Well, we are playing on here. The halfway point of this hockey game tied at 2. Both teams doing all their damage in the first period. LaBelle at the point moves it over a one-time, and that is golfed wide. On the far side over there, it's tied up, jammed away out to the line, not out again. Shot coming in, and that one finds a glass. Rebound, kicks right back up the far side, but fortunately PD able to move it away. Patrick Smarson-Kevics dancing away from some traffic there, pulls it back towards his own line. Try to slow it down a little bit here. There's a bank pass that missed. That'll be icing. It is going to get us to the break, though. 9:16 left to go in the second period. Tied at 2. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here on IceCats hockey. Second period action brought to you by Bud Light. Hey, IceCats hockey is more fun in a group. Whether celebrating a special event, hosting a corporate outing, or just looking for a great night out for you and your friends and family if you want to bring them too, PD IceCats want to host you. Email our group sales department at tickets@pdprohockey.com for more details. And get ready to party. You can invite Scott over to visit your group. Might be better than a visit from the mascot.
Cost extra, but yes.
Be certainly more entertaining. And as you say, Scott, you said it last night, that's our goal. We want to entertain fans and have a good time. And, hey, there's some great hockey as well. Puck kicked right in on Gonzalez. He'll just go paddle down, hang on to it. Tied at 2 here with 8:57 to go in the second period. It's been a hot minute since this team's played at home anyway.
It has been. It'd be nice. It's going to get nice to be home actually tonight with a 6 o'clock start. Should be home by 11:30. I will be. You're on the bus, so you probably won't get home.
I'm not on the bus. No,
that's right.
That's
car.
Right. Yeah, I'm solo rolling here too. Well, the wagon train will be pulling out here. There's a long shot in Gonzalez with the save. But yes, it will be nice to have some home games in there Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. All 7:15 starts. Here's Lord cutting to his right. He's got room. In with a wrist shot. Blocker. Save. Rebound. Lord to his own rebound. Backhand is knocked away by Salak. Gullo into the pile. LaBelle pulls it out. He'll move it around behind the net. Thunderbirds just trying to get that puck to center. They finally do as it's jammed in from there. A roller that Lord will go back for. They'll swing it around the far side where Gullo is waiting. Gullo ahead. Rivers off his boot, and that one will be an icing call. He was unable to corral the pass.
Yeah, so we'll get home tonight. The guys will get back in their own bed. We've been on the road since Wednesday, and just want to say, last time we went home, I know we have police officers that are listening in Dillon and in Marlborough County. Is I appreciated the escort. But instead of chasing me with the lights on, they should be in front of me, I thought. But anyway, guys are good.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, Scott.
No.
That's interesting. I did see the police motorcycles lined up. I thought they were escorting you to the rink today.
Well, yeah. By the way, we're right across from Wake Forest. They had a bunch of people there, and they trounced Delaware State.
Yeah, that wasn't much of a game. There's a quick shot. Gonzalez with a glove save, but he hangs on. Actually, I have a buddy who works for the Philadelphia Flyers, was a Delaware Blue Hen back in the day. And I said, hey, your entire football team's in the lobby of our hotel. You want me to say anything to him? That apparently there wasn't much that you could say that would have helped.
No.
Face off coming to the left of the PD cage. Ford in for the draw, wins it back from Zajac. Puck at the right point and no shot. Fed right into the skates of Ford. He almost pulled it out for a shot. Pardon me, that's Kramer. Kramer feeds it into the slot. And PD, oh boy, adventures in puck handling. Turns it over. Ford walks into the backhand. He roofed it wide. Nice job by Gonzalez to launch off that near post and force him to go across. Boy, that was dicey.
Just issues getting it out.
Puck bouncing quite a bit right now here. As PD pushing back into the Thunderbird zone, but they can't corral it either to make it do something for him. Farmer's going to turn it back around to the far side. Hanley up that far wing. Schnapp pass to the right side. Ford walks it over the line, stops, waits for a little bit of help, flips it into space, too far into the corner. Demke just puts it behind the net, and Zajac will look up the left side, gets it ahead. Dominik's Marcinkiewicz weaves it over the blue line, leaving it off for Patricks. He'll go to his left. He tries to walk through the D and was knocked down.
Same move, same results, as you're not going to skate through these guys.
There's Butina stepping up as Keeley with him. Butina left side walking in, and a shot block there. Nice job by Jurgenite to hit the deck. Carter pushing from the right point to keep it in. It's been a long shift for the Marcinkiewicz twins out there. And Butina centering. That one is slapped away in front by Adrian. Rolling away to the line, and it does get to center. Butina on the far side. Finally, a line change for PD. They push in left wing. Here's Adrian dragging it into the left side. Curls on the half wall, looking for help. Backhand flip across, and that one bounces in behind Razilov as he cut in over the line, and Butina will send it down.
Yeah, Razilov tried to catch it on his backhand instead of his forehand and just couldn't hold it. And now he fumbles it, come out of the zone. Hopefully Houston can move it up.
Boy, the ice is not looking good right now. I mean, the puck is bouncing for both sides.
It's warm in the building, there's no question.
There's a lead ahead. Tipped off LaBelle. Wilson will come back for it. He'll try to step around his man. Cannot. Mania turned it right back on the left side to Salak. Salak tried to lead for Pastuca. It's pushed right in on goal, and that'll be held on to by Gonzalez. 5:45 to go in the second period, tied at 2.
And the IceCats starting to show their frustrations, banging their sticks, and see some guys yelling at each other behind their net or on the bench. Just go back to what got you the 2 goals early on. It was just hard work and smart plays.
Just putting pucks at the net, getting bodies to the net, making life uncomfortable for goaltender Dyson Skinner.
It's not a hard game. Just don't overthink it.
Well, that's the thing, is it takes hard work.
Yes, it does.
So I guess you could say it's a simple game, but boy, you got to work at it. Puck at the right point. There's a shot by Dobles, and that is blocked and comes out to center. Rivers trying to track it down. LaBelle back after it. Pass for Salak, bounced it behind him. He picks it up off the dasher. Has to double back up the wall for it. Struggling to keep it in. It's flipped over his head. Comes down to the left side. Rivers chasing LaBelle. Stops in the near corner. Turns it over. And Gullo tried to center, but couldn't get it through the traffic. LaBelle off the glass, gets it down. So now on the regroup here for PD. Under 5 minutes to go in the second. Still tied at 2. All 4 goals came in the first.
Yeah, and listen, it's not just us. I mean, Carolina's not exactly making good, crisp passes either, so I think the heat's maybe getting to both teams.
Hanley trying to go up the left side, had it picked away. Puck at the line, kept in by Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Down the wall, Zajac to Marcinkiewicz. Trying to get through traffic, he couldn't. Slapped off a stick, left to the right point. Now it ends up right back. Marcinkiewicz, that's Dominik's, chasing it on to the near side. Flips it around to the left point, Jurgenite. Jurgenite, a bank pass down low, carries to the far corner as Ford got upended. And that's going to bring a penalty on the backside. It's going to be a high sticking call against Dominik's Marcinkiewicz. And when we come back, it's going to be the Thunderbirds on the power play, tied at 2 late in the second. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
Back here, late second period action. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand here with you. It's PD IceCats hockey and the IceCats shorthanded for the third time of the game. The penalty kill is brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions. Taking a seat in that Austin Remax penalty box is Dominik's Marcinkiewicz, 2 minutes for high sticking. Thunderbirds 1 for 2 on the power play so far, but late in this period with a bouncy surface. Let's see how it goes. As they will try to go to work setting it up. Here's Kramer onto the left side. A feed down low, Schnapp behind the net. It's chopped at over there. Carter behind the goal. He and LaBelle, both defensemen down low. Not sure what that was all about, but it allows a clear for PD.
Yes. You and I are grasping the same thing. But listen, Ford was over there complaining about Dominik kicking his skates off from underneath him. I got a lot of respect for Ford, but Ford did the same thing. That was offsides.
That was. It went right off the head of Schnapp as he carried it in over the line there. So here's Ford on the far side. They do allow play to continue, by the way. But here's a chance to clear. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz at. Here's Gullo, and they'll push short-handed. Right side, he's got help going to the net. Gullo cutting into the slot. A shot and a diving block there by LaBelle. And it looked like he took a stick right in the neck. But that would not have been a high sticking call no matter what, because it was a follow-through of a shot.
Absolutely. It's a little-known rule.
3:12 to go in the second, tied at 2. Under a minute to go on the power play for the Thunderbirds as they wheel it in on the left side. Here's a chance wrapped around behind the net, sent right in front. Nice defensive play there as tying it up was Lord, not allowing, I believe, Keeley to get a shot away. Mania, right side corner with Salak in the pile now. Pushed behind the net, Lord on it again, skips it off the glass and down the ice.
Yeah, nice play by Lord there. To just all you got to do is put a stick on a guy. You don't have to tackle him. You don't have to grab the stick. He did exactly what he needed to do and prevented a guy from taking a shot.
Here's Keeley up the left side. Puck rolling on him as he curls in the left side corner. Fed across the ice, Pastuca at the dot. Wrist shot save, Gonzalez. Nice job to knock that one down and hang on. 8 seconds to go in the power play. 2:27 in the second period. Still tied at 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, listen, the thing that really bothered me about Ford, he's talking about Dominik kicking his skates off. Ford did the same thing to him in the first period. I mean, you live by the sword, you die by the Ford. By the sword. Listen, I'm okay with dirty hockey. I really am. But if you're going to be dirty, then just shut up and be dirty. Let's not start accusatory things. You'll get on a list. Of course, if that list is in Washington. Nobody will ever see it.
Power play comes to a close. I'm not going to touch that. As it's moved around to the near side. Wrapped around out of the box is Marcinkiewicz. And now pushing up. They've got numbers. Here's Gesso, left side. Has help in front. Feeds it across. A shot. They score! Chance Adrian goes backhand to forehand and beats Skinner on the blocker side. 2:08 to go in the second. Petey's back in front, 3-2.
Yeah, Chance, a great job there. First of all, a nice pass. I mean, we talked about overpassing. That was a perfect pass. But it gets Chance in the backhand. And really, folks, you know, your backhand is kind of like your right hand. It's kind of like your left hand. So he does transfer over the forehand and able to pop it in the near side post. And we take the 3-0 lead. So good play there by the Birds, by the the IceCats. And it's great to see. I haven't even been to the beer garden yet, and I don't know who's playing. Those concussions from playing.
My goodness. How about Gesso, though? Nice job to bring it up on the left side. He's got a 2-point night goal and an assist. Nice to see him finally get a goal.
Yes, nice to see him contribute. He's had, that pass is not going for an icing, but I thought last night he struggled a little bit, and tonight he's doing a nice job.
4th goal of the year for Adrian, and the IceCats back in front again. Threatening. That one right across the crease. Actually hit the ref. Thunderbirds up the left side now, trying to move in. Here's Butina, high slot with a wrist shot blocked. Roller comes near side and cleared to the line, not out. Kept in by Haney, tipped in front, and boy, that one somehow did not make it on goal. Keeley with a deflection. Fed behind the net. Boy, at this point, you just got to take care of the puck as best you can and try to get it out of the zone.
Yeah, about a minute 20 here. The last thing you want to do is give them a chance to tie this up.
Tied up in the far side corner in the PD zone. 3-2. IceCats have just retaken the lead. Wilson behind his own net, spins away from traffic. Outlet up the middle is deflected on, so that'll at least give them a chance to tag up here as it's sent back in. But the IceCats don't get a change. They've got a tired line out there. Ford up on the forecheck. Schnapp in the corner. Working on side check. Shernock one-hands it around to Wilson. Wilson has it in his skates. Trying to move it to Gullo. Gullo was not ready for that pass. There's a quick shot off the helmet of Gonzalez to the glass.
Chip it out, boys.
And Wilson does finally get it out and down the ice with 40 seconds to go in the period. Boy, PD needs to get players off the ice. There's Ford, right side, flings it far side corner. Shernock going after Schnapp. Turned over. Patrick Smarson-Kevics, but he's wrapped up by Kramer. Trouble getting it out. He got to the line, but LaBelle kept it in. Long shot in, but caught by Gonzalez. They don't hold on. 21.9 seconds to go. And Scott, especially with a surface that's showing you right now, the puck's not settling. I don't want to see that 3-foot pass in the zone.
No.
Get that puck out.
And I don't want to see the weak rear end backhand either. The point. Got the puck, skate it. Unless somebody's attacking you, skate it instead of trying to just throw it up the middle or throw it up the boards, because they're going to intercept it every time. They have.
So right now, PD trying to move this puck out with time ticking down. 10 seconds to go here, at least if they could take care of it for the 10. They try to move it out left side. Rivers moving it ahead. Patrick Smarson-Kevics, can he get a shot away? No, he's knocked down at the horn. I'll tell you what, they are not afraid to try to dangle through the D, but it hasn't worked too often here tonight.
No.
Well, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you're exactly right. Is it's the same move every time. It's not working. So fake the D, fire the puck, catch the goalie off, because he knows what's going to happen.
Well, they do have a 3-2 lead, though, Scott. They get the late goal, and that's huge because it comes right after the penalty kill.
It absolutely is huge. And listen, like last night, they played a great last 2 minutes of the second period. Now, the difference between last night and tonight is tonight we absolutely controlled the first period. The guys did a great job. Tonight they just kind of gave things up a little bit. But you know what? We got 20 minutes to play, I'm sure, and we have a 31-23 lead in the shots, which is good to see. I'm sure Coach will go in there and make some adjustments, and we'll be fine.
Well, you got to feel a little bit better. Last night it was 2-2 after 40. Tonight you've got a 3-2 lead after 40. Doesn't guarantee anything, certainly. There's 20 minutes to go, but you got to feel better about it.
Absolutely, and I like their way. I generally like the way the guys are playing tonight, and they're making smart moves. But let's stop with just throwing it up the boards, skate it out of the zone, and for the love of you-know-who, quit trying to stick handle it through a defenseman. Use him as a shield and fire the puck. Guess what? If I was playing defense, yeah, you can stick handle it through me all day.
There you go. For the love of Peter Mahovlich. So, well, Scott, do we have you back for the third period or TBD?
No, I'll be back. I got to go grab myself a Pepsi Zero. Got to get a little caffeine in me.
Okay.
We are in NASCAR country, so expect to be hitting some good speed on the way home.
Okay, well, there you go. Slingshot engaged. All right.
Hopefully no deer.
Yes, there you go. All right, we'll be back here in our second period intermission report brought to you by Yokomo Tires in just a moment. We're going to wrap up the scoring from that period. We'll take a look back, plus a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll get inside the numbers for you, and a whole lot more coming your way. It is 3-2. IceCats in the lead over the Thunderbirds. 2 periods in the books. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back after 2 periods of play, Tom Callahan here with you. IceCats 3, Thunderbirds 2. Second of a back-to-back between these two teams on the weekend before your PD IceCats come home for 3 straight at home between as Scott Brand comes in with a delivery service over the shoulder. Gotta love that. Little Pepsi Zero, which, by the way, is the official soft drink of PD IceCats goaltenders. And Pepsi is the official soft drink, of course, of the IceCats, but Zero makes more sense for the goaltenders. So, 40 minutes in the books here. Taking a look at this one, and coming back home Wednesday against Blue Ridge, and then Friday, Saturday against Columbus. Boy, you'd feel pretty good right now about a weekend split. If you're able to find a way to get through this third period, get your 3 points, which, by the way, if you're new to the FPHL, it is a 3-2-1 point system. So it's 3 points your regulation win, 2 points if you win in overtime or a shootout. But if you're able to contain the Thunderbirds, get out of here with 3 points, you feel good about the split, certainly feel good about your effort here tonight, and are able to take that momentum back home. Certainly something to look forward to, and I think that that's going to be absolutely huge for this PD IceCats team, and I'm sure it's a topic of conversation right now. Take care of the puck, take care of things in your own end, and hopefully good things will follow for you. The good thing that followed a power play in which the PD IceCats did not score was an even strength goal, and it happened at 17:52. They pushed the puck up the ice. And I'll tell you what, their penalty kill has been solid tonight. The power play has had chances, just hasn't converted. But on the rush here, a great play. Dustin Gesso bringing it in on the left wing side. And Chance Adrian got himself into the slot, was able to find some open space. Gesso fed the puck across. Adrian took it on the backhand, cut across to the forehand. And a quick shot beat Dyson Skinner blocker's side. And Adrian records his 4th goal of the year from Gesso, and they've tacked on an assist to Jurgenite on that play. An even strength goal at 17:52, and it's 3-2, and that's the way the period did come to a close. Shots in the period, 12-11 in favor of the Thunderbirds, but overall for the game, 31 for PD, 23 for Twin City. Power plays in that period. Twin City 0 for 2, PD 0 for 3 for the game. PD is now 0 for 4, but as I mentioned, they've been getting their chances. They just haven't converted yet, and the Thunderbirds are 1 for 3. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have that out-of-town scoreboard update for you. Busy night in both the FPHL and the NHL, so stay tuned. We'll be talking about those here in just a moment. We shall return with more IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which forklifts you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Hey, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it, whether you're on the radio side or watching us on YouTube, as we are getting set for third period action. A couple of minutes away, and that gives us time to take a look at the standings of the out-of-town scoreboard here for you. Let's take a look first at the standings coming into tonight's game. In the Continental Division, Athens is still out in front with a 9-1-0-1 record, 29 points, and that puts them 10 points clear of Columbus. And Columbus with 19 points tied with Monroe, second and third. PD behind them with 16 at 5-4-1-0. Chance maybe to get another 3 points here tonight and jump back into that, depending on what happens with Columbus and Monroe here this evening. Twin City, 4-7-0-0, 12 points, and then Biloxi, tough start to their year, 2-6-1-1, 9 points, and then Baton Rouge, 1-6-1, 4 points at the bottom of that Continental Division. So it's been a bit of a rough go for them so far this year, but I'll tell you what, right now, PD in that mid-pack position, they are definitely in a place where they can put themselves in second place, and then it's just a matter of whether or not the Rock Lobsters are going to come back down to earth or not as the season goes along. If they do, it could be a really interesting chase for first place. If not, you really are battling for home ice and playoff position, trying to get that second seed in the Continental Division. Looking to the out-of-town scoreboard for you. As we got underway earliest tonight, a bunch of games that are barely underway and a couple that haven't even started yet. At the end of the first period, Binghamton has now moved out to a 3-0 lead over Danbury. Similarly, Columbus 3-0 up on Biloxi after one period of play. Prowlers, Bobcats, they are scoreless. That is halfway home in the first. Rock Lobsters and the Moccasins going to drop the puck at the top of the hour here at the Monroe Civic Center. Also, Central Time Zone game here. The Raising Cane's River Center, the Zydeco hosting the Scarecrows tonight. That one gets underway just about 10 minutes from now as well. National Hockey League tonight. And actually a couple of finals from earlier today. Let's go back and talk about those. As the Detroit Red Wings 4-3 winners in overtime over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Alex DeBrincat solves that one 150 into the extra session. Blues beat the Islanders 2-1. Everything else is underway or starting later. 2-0 Canadians after one period against the Maple Leafs tonight. Oilers out to an early 3-1 lead over the Panthers. That one 20 minutes in. How about the Flyers? 4-1 over the Devils after one. Kraken and Penguins scoreless after the first period. Just 3 shots for the Kraken in that one. Lightning, 4 goals on 6 shots. 4-1 they lead the Capitals after one period of play. Senators, Sharks tied at 1 after 1. 8 o'clock puck drop. Avalanche at Predators. 9 o'clock Rangers at Mammoth. 10 o'clock Stars at Flames. Golden Knights at Ducks. And that wraps up our look at that out-of-town scoreboard. Okay, right now, PD fans, as we bring the focus back to our game, our team, it's a 3-2 lead going into this third period. And for this IceCats hockey team, when they've been the most effective, they've been pressuring the puck in the offensive zone. And again, Gary Graham talked about it in our chat in the pregame. In case you missed it, he wanted to see more puck possession, more zone time, working off the cycle. Basically, if Carolina is not going to let you walk the puck in and maintain possession, which they really have not, they've done a nice job standing it up at the blue line and not letting PD get too deep into the zone by carrying the puck in and by trying to stick handle their way in. Trying to find other ways to not only get the puck in, but then maintain that possession, generate shots. They did a great job of that in the first period. They opened, playing strong. In the second, a couple of reasons why it didn't happen as much. Number one, the ice surface has gotten a little bouncier. It is warm in the building here tonight, and the puck is not settling maybe as much, especially as there was more snow on the ice. But that's when you have to be more cautious and really kind of babysit the puck a little bit more. You have to make sure that if it's in the D zone, you just get it out. And if it's in the offensive side of things, you are taking shots. It's very hard to stick handle. The more debris is on the ice and the more problems you're going to run into. So if you're PD, you want to go back to that first period MO of just shoot the puck, get pucks on net, get bodies to the front of the net. They did a great job of that early on. But the other thing, too, is on those puck retrievals and zone entries, you want to see them do a better job and continue to hone that skill of being able to get the puck in. They've been able to walk in on the wall a couple of times. Thunderbirds have allowed them to drive wide on the wing. Now, they're kept to the outside and the perimeter, and that means you've got to find a way to either put that puck through to the middle and find a trailing player, or that's where you want to set up the cycle game on the wall. And the cycle game is so called because players move in a circular motion, and between using the boards to feed the puck back, but they also move in that circular motion. They try to maintain that possession, and the reason you do that, you keep moving in that tight little circle on the wall, is eventually it breaks down defensive coverage. And the minute someone makes a mistake, then you peel out towards the middle of the ice and you've got your scoring chance. That is something that PD is trying to do more of here as well in period number 3. 3-2, IceCats have the lead. 40 minutes in the books. That's going to do it for our Yacomo Tires second period intermission report. When we come back, third period action brought to you by Pepsi. We'll be right back with a drop of the puck for the third in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories, it deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Scott Brand returning to the booth here momentarily. Third period action is brought to you by Pepsi. And that's fantastic because Scott and I both have a Pepsi to quench our thirst here in the booth as we get ready to go for this final frame. And the IceCats rolling left to right on your radio dial and on the YouTube side as well as we simulcast our games here. Dumped on in, and boy, right after it, let's see if they can go back to work. We talked about it in the intermission. Can this team go back to what it did in the first? They start with possession. Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz around to his left. Wrist shot is blocked. He'll go back after it. Feeds it to the right side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz backdoor feed, and oh boy, Zajac didn't miss by much. Chance in on goal. Save made there by Skinner. Scott, I like the energy early here.
Just like we started the first period, really good. Now shoot the puck.
Here's Shernock into the right side corner. Marcinkiewicz, Patrick's feeding it up top. There's a shot. Razilov deflected wide. Karam's right to the side of the net. Puck still free. Zajac trying to play it around. Pass is deflected, but got to the point. Razilov with a shot. That one is tipped high. Shernock at the right point. He'll feed it back in behind the net. Wrap around attempt coming here. No. Pass up top. Shernock looking for a seam. Wrister pinballing off shin pads, goes out the far side. Schnapp can't clear the zone. It's finally pitchforked out of there, but a good opening shift. That felt like the first period.
It did, and Schnapp's hurt. There's a clean hit, but
yeah, he
got banged
slow
a little bit. But still, what a great offense by us.
They'll dump it right back in. Here comes PD once again. Carter behind his own cage. He's got a moment. Feeds it up the right side. Bank pass across the lock. That is way offside. And we get a whistle here, 1:34 into the third period. Well, Scott, I mean, it couldn't be any simpler. That is exactly what we talked about for this team coming out here in this Pepsi third period.
Just start it like you did the first period. It was all ice. And listen, there's shots being taken, and it's okay if you miss. It's okay if it gets deflected because it's gonna mess up the goaltender's timing, and they're gonna go in. You don't have to. Again, we keep talking about we have so much talent. We might make such pretty passes and pretty goals. Just shoot the puck.
That Pepsi Zero is very refreshing. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Dumped down the ice. The Thunderbirds after that is an icing call. Still not quite 2 minutes into it here. It's a crowd, as we mentioned, a much better crowd here tonight. Always good to see. I mean, the crowds have always been good and lively here in Winston-Salem. And I think what's cool about PD and the location is, Scott, there's a chance to have some budding rivalries with a bunch of teams.
Absolutely. I think Athens, as we see Jacob stops go to the locker room, but the OP's okay. Very great competitor. But here and Blue Ridge and Athens and Columbus.
Puck is chopped around and out by Jesso, and here comes Houston Wilson up the left side. Carter watching him. He tried to swing it in front of bouncing puck. That one is chipped behind the net by Pastuca. And outside of the net, here's a chance. Adrian trying to jam it home. Can't get it to go. He's cleaned out. Puck goes behind the net. Thunderbirds able to move it ahead. They'll bring it up on the right side. Steer it around. Ends up to the left point. LaBelle. Lord waiting for it on the far side. Trying to jam it off the boards. Can't get it out. Held in at the right point. Chasing back after it is Pickford. They'll stop behind the cage and they'll set up the breakout here. Jesso on the near side. Try to go back across. Oh boy, Gonzalez is going to have to handle this away to the corner.
Don't force a pass in your own defensive zone.
Oh, I hate the cross-ice defensive zone pass with a passion. I just, don't like those. Back on the right wing, Blomqvist did not get the tip. This will be icing. So the faceoff will come back down into the Thunderbirds' end. 2:58 gone here in the third. 3-2, PD in the lead as they got a goal from Chance Adrian. 17:52 of the second to separate themselves and retake the lead.
Yeah, and not a great shift on that last one. We got a new line change out. Rivers is out here with Gallo and Lord. So good opportunity here, good offense. So let's keep the shots going, boys.
Face off, one back, and Rivers tried to step in around the D, but hitting the deck there to block it was Blomqvist. Puck stays on the right side. Gullo behind the net. Around to the backhand. Looking in the slot. Feeds it behind the net instead. Rivers dancing back behind the net. Up the left side half wall. Rivers will cycle it deep. Gullo has help on the right wing, and he's knocked down by LaBelle, and LaBelle's going to the box.
Listen, I call one of our players, I didn't call our player stupid, but I recognized a stupid penalty last night. Josh LaBelle, stupid penalty. No reason to reach out and cross-check him.
Nope.
Lazy penalty. He's saying he took a dive. It doesn't matter he took a dive. Don't cross-check a guy who's 2 feet from the boards. All you got to do is step up into him and pin him against the boards. It's just a dumb penalty to take. Hopefully we capitalize. By the way, I like Josh a lot, but you got to be smarter than that. Well, I'm glad he's not because he's on the Thunderbirds.
5th Chick-fil-A power play of the night. PDO for 4. They'll go to work with the draw win here. Adrian around to the right side. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Razilov. Dominik's Marcinkiewicz. Back across to Patrick's. Bounces off the dasher. Blue line Razilov. Left circle Dominik's. Into the slot. Wilson. Backhand. Try to feed across. Block. Houston Wilson to the left half wall. They'll stop at the hash marks. Feed it to Dominik's. Up top Razilov. Middle of the blue line. Patrick's one time. Ripped high. Around it goes and out of the zone. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz back inside his own zone. He'll wheel back. Penalty killing unit starting to change it up for the Thunderbirds. Pass on to the left side. Dominik's brings it in, leaves it off. Gets it back now. Dominik's side of the net. A shot. Tried to find a little bit of hole there on the near post. Couldn't as it's backhanded out and down. Razilov chasing, and the lines will change.
Yeah, we definitely need a change there, and let's hope this second group can come out and get better scoring opportunities. See Rivers take one coast to coast again.
Here's Lord accepting the pass. Right side, he feeds it back across, but fed it behind Rivers. who had to double back for it, and he's in traffic, but stick handles his way through it. Chopped off a stick, but here goes Gesso. Gesso curls, looking for a little bit of help, stops on the boards. Tip behind the net, ends up right side corner. Rivers banks it around to the right point, and Lord able to keep it in. Carter battling in the corner with Rivers. Lord steps down, and it's cleared out. 5 minutes gone here in this third period. 3-2 IceCats. 22 seconds to go in the power play. Pickford wheeling, leaving. Gullo left side. And Gesso knocked off his stick by Keeley, and now a race on the right side. Here's Butita. Off-angle chance, save made Gonzalez. LaBelle about ready to come out of the box. PD is going to drop to 0 for 5 on the power play. Gesso will feed it back across as everybody resetting those lines right now.
Seems like we're eating the Chick-fil-A before the power play, boys. Score a goal on the Chick-fil-A power play, and then you get the Chick-fil-A.
Carter back after it. And they'll move it ahead. Here come the Thunderbirds. They trail by a goal. Butita with a long wrister. Off the end of the minute, Gonzalez. Around it goes Houston Wilson. He's got some speed. Moving it ahead. Here's Scaldi. Scaldi up on the line to Wilson. Left side. Wilson looking across. Pass block comes up top. A shot by Zajic. And a glove save there by Skinner. 6 minutes into this third period. 3-2. PD in the lead. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
IceCats third period hockey brought to you by Pepsi. 3-2 IceCats in the lead. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand here with you. Scott, fans asked yesterday, and I want to reiterate today, they wanted to know when the next opportunity they had to hang with their IceCats team would be, and it's coming right up.
It's Monday. Monday at Zapata's at 6:30. It was originally 6, but we got practice moved till 4, so it'll be at 6:30.
All right, so come on out and join us. You can meet your favorite IceCats players, get selfies, get autographs, and have a good time and get some great chow as well. There's a shot by Bedard from the right point. That is blocked. He'll punch it back down the wall. Wilson can't touch it. Would be a hand pass. And he ended up touching it anyway. His Farmer put him into the glass over there.
You know what? I don't understand why the official would let the guy take a free shot. Slow it down, call a hand pass, but you don't get to take a free shot.
Well, apparently you do, but just one.
And here comes, and this guy screams at everybody. I don't know what his issue is. Frustrated guy who couldn't be a cop or something.
That's going to move the face-off outside for the hand pass.
Should have just blown it down. Instead, you're going to get a player potential issue. Now, Schnapps is back, so he's probably upset, whoever hit him. And he's trying to pick somebody to fight with. And he just asked Rousseau to go.
That's not really Jesso's game. Left side, here's Kramer. He'll move it in over the line. Thunderbirds try to go to the attack, and Gesso picks the pocket of Ford, reverses it around up the near side, and Adrian will skate it ahead. Into the skates of Wilson. It was turned back over. Ford at center. Left side pass for Farmer. Hit Wilson. Ford's got to send it back to his own blue line. Now a penalty coming up against PD.
Wilson with an accidental high stick. Again, why are we finger pointing? He's going to the box. You know he did it. We're showing to get up.
Well, Scott, it's not about you.
Obviously, this guy needs a spotlight on him. But yeah, Wilson clipped him. It was an accident. Those things happen. And now we got to kill off the for the penalty kill.
So High sticking the call. 6:44 time of the penalty. Back onto the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill for the 4th time in the game. Thunderbirds are 1 for 3 with a power play. Here's a chance down low, and that was just golfed out of play.
I don't know what year he was thinking. It's Pastuca. I don't know what he was thinking there. He just,
I mean, that was just
McKeely.
Keeley launched it right into the netting. I mean, I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, why would it be inside? They're the ones that.
Yeah, that should be outside the zone.
He fired it right over out of the zone.
That was not tipped in any way. He just golfed it high.
Mr. Know-It-All says it's inside. There's interference off the face-off.
Thunderbirds set it up off the draw into the slot. Salak with a shot, shoulder save. Gonzalez. Salak after his own rebound. Shernock trying to play it around, and now it's cleared now. Marcinkiewicz couldn't wheel it around the wall. Up top, here's Smirnoff to the near point. On the wall. It'll be cycled around. Keeley over to Salak. Salak down the boards. Backhands it around to the far side. Up top, Pastuca wanted a one-time. Pass was in his skates. Mania, left side. Smirnoff below the dot. Backhands it right into the slot. Cleared away, but not out. Pastuca keeps it the right point. Tried to slide a pass across. Hit Adrian. Caroms over to Smirnoff. Keeley behind the net. Rubbed out over there. Adrian over after it. Trying to shove it up the wall. Salak, Pastuca to his left. Stops, feeds Salak. Back to Pastuca. Into the left side corner. Keeley, Pastuca. Right point, Smirnoff looking. Backdoor feed. Rolls away from Mania. Around to the left point, Pastuca. Across to Smirnoff. Top of the bar circle. Tees it up, and it's blocked there by Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Swung to the point and out of the zone. Carolina did a great job of killing a ton of time there.
They did. They helped kill off this power play for them, too.
30 seconds, and now here's the push. McGill Diaz, and wrist shot, save made. Rebound kick behind the net. McGill Diaz had a shorty last night, and a quick release there. He almost caught him napping.
He absolutely did. Oh, nice hip check.
Salak squeezed through it just a little bit, but Gullah with a nice bit of timing there as it's cleared back down by PD.
Good old-time hockey there. Throwing the hip out, and that's what you use your butt for.
Wilson out of the box. They've killed it off. Kramer run into, and that's enough to put the play offside as Schnapp coasted in over the line.
Yeah, Wilson stepped out of the box and put a little body on, and that causes the offsides and get a chance to get back to normal and reset our lines.
8:49 into this third period, still 3-2. IceCats in the lead. Scott, a lot of what we don't talk about, that little bit of contact at the line, a lot of times you're not looking to knock the guy down, you're looking to disrupt the timing.
It's just like working a pick in basketball. You're right, Tom.
And that was a great job by Wilson there to just disrupt the timing enough. You get the offside call. Thunderbirds rush toward it. Here skates Scaldi up the left side. He'll drive on the left wing, trying to move in, backhand across. Oh boy, Lord was cleaned out, run into the wall. He's a little slow to get up, wants to know why there wasn't a call. Kramer back the other way, feeding it in front, taken away there by Pickford. And now PD again breaking the zone. Lord takes the pass on his left side. Lord curls, waits, looks up top, slides it into the corner. Around to the left point. Shot by McGill Diaz. Oh, dangerous tip in front. Skinner didn't see it. Didn't find the net, though. It's cleared back out, jammed back in. Scaldi's going to head out for a change. And now down it goes. That should be an icing call. And it is. 20 seconds shy of this halfway mark of period number 3. 3-2 PD in the lead.
Yeah, LaBelle's complaining because, we had a player on a line change. He didn't touch the puck, which is smart because otherwise it would have been too many men. Coach Harry of the Thunderbirds didn't like that. And who cares? The faceoff's going to go deep. Listen, Bernard's out here for us, Charlie. I think he's had a tremendous game, and we haven't even announced, what he's done. He's done everything right as defensemen. Defensemen don't get the love they deserve.
Well, let's see if he gets some love here as they try to go to work. Here's Marcinkiewicz in with a shot. He wrists it high over top of the net. Dominic Marcinkiewicz on the left side. And up to the right point, here's Bedard. Bedard with a shot, and that's deflected away in front. Dominic's up to the left point here. Held in by Jurgenite to Patrick's on the left half wall. Jurgenite, left point. His wrister was blocked. Patrick Marcinkiewicz trying to get after it, had it taken away and flipped down the ice. If this is on net, it will not be icing, but it drifts wide, and it will be icing. And so now they're going to have to keep an eye as the Thunderbirds, well, they catch a break as we go to a break.
Yeah, home ice advantage.
Yeah, they'll get a chance to rest up here. But 3-2 PD in the third. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now.
IceCats third period action is brought to you by Pepsi. It's 3-2 PD in the lead. Tom Callahan, Scott Brand here alongside. And with that 1-goal lead coming into the third period, the IceCats trying to finish it off and pick up a big 3 points.
Absolutely, and boy, it'd be big to get a goal right now.
Offensive zone draw is won, however, by the Thunderbirds. They try to clear it around, and it does go down the ice, but for another icing call. So we'll get another kick at the can back in the Thunderbirds' end.
And again, Charlie Bernard, although he missed the puck in the zone, I kind of thought it should have been waved, but he did a nice job of stepping up. And that's what Charlie's done all night in the plays at the blue line and being aggressive and tying a guy up in front of that. You know, you don't have to get points and score all the time to be an MVP, and I think tonight he's done a heck of a job.
Adrian,
bad face-off.
Yep, Adrian won that a little too cleanly.
Now, I got a question wearing number 9 as a defenseman, because of course that's Corey Howe. So I like the double digits or the low digits. Maybe number 3, Keith Magnuson.
Okay, that's acceptable. Maybe a number 2.
2 or 4, Bobby Orr.
There you go. No, number 4, Bobby Orr. Nobody can wear that one. But, you know. There's only one number retired by the NHL. Do you know what it is, by the way? If you're watching on the YouTube side, if you know what number it is retired by the entire NHL, throw that in the chat. I'll be interested to see if you guys know that. Jurgenite has the puck, sends it around behind the PD net. Bedard on the left side. Don't worry, radio listeners, we will give the answer. As it's bounced out to center and pushed back in. Salak on the left wing, trying to work his way in. Jurgenite on to the far side. Jesso ahead. Here's Wilson in over the line with it. Wilson delays, feeds it, gets it back in the slot, cutting to his backhand over to the left side. Lost the handle for a moment, and that was enough to disrupt the play. Butita turning it back the other way to Salak. Well, a little bit of bad communication there. Forces a turnover to PD back in their own zone, and now they'll stretch it ahead. Here's Jesso. Stops. They'll send it back to the D where it's picked away. Slapped back by Butita, and Jesso has to go back into his own zone. Try to pass up the middle, but an easy read for Keeley to take that away.
Just sloppy getting out of our zone. It's because we're staying on the ice too long. We're getting tired. And instead of making a short pass, we're just trying to do it all in one big goal.
Well, and the thing is, as the shifts get later and later into the game, they should be shorter, Scott, to keep those legs as fresh as possible.
Absolutely.
Here comes Pickford with the pass ahead. Left side, Gullo. He's going to throw it in around behind the net. Skinner out to stop the roller back there. Carter takes it from him. And they'll break out up the right side. Thunderbirds to center. Butita will send it in. Gonzalez actually tips it right on into the netting. 7:44 to go here in this third. Stays 3-2 PD. So, Scott, I know you know the answer to this one. The only number retired by the entire NHL.
99.
99 for Wilf Paymont. All right, Wayne Gretzky. But Wilf Paymont did, for a little while, wear 99 with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Really? Didn't know that.
Yes.
And, of course, Wayne Gretzky, the all-time leading scorer, I think, for the Indianapolis Racers.
You know what?
I know he wasn't. He was there long enough.
Gretzky and Mark Messier both played for that Racers team before they both got sold to Edmonton. Messier never played a home game for the Racers. He only played 6 on the road. Up the left side, here comes PD. Did I tell you I did a year of hockey in Indianapolis?
You did not.
I did. 1 year with the Indy Fuel of the ECHL. Learned a lot about Indianapolis hockey history, and there's a lot. Very cool history there. On to the left wing side. Puck is kept down the wall. Zajac feeding it back up top. Now over to the right side. Razulov with a shot. Save made by the right pad there. Awkward stop, but Skinner got the leg out, and now sent down again for an icing call.
And really, Twin Cities, right? Hey, I got it right. Twin Cities is kind of struggling right now. I mean, they're gassed. They're gassed.
They are.
They look like, I mean, last night took a lot of them. The Heat's taken out of them now. And they're playing more defensive game on their heels, trying to make sure we don't score on them instead of trying to be aggressive, attacking, and scoring.
It bodes well to try to finish this one off. It's a 1-goal lead for PD. Bedard feeds it over the left side, shot through traffic, and the save made, held by Skinner. Exactly 7 minutes to go in this third period. Scott, what's important for PD here to finish this game out?
I think they listen, don't go into that, prevent defense, because prevents you from winning. Continue to make those short, smart passes and keep shooting the puck. I'd ask that you shoot it on net, but I don't want to ask for too much. But just keep shooting the puck. And they're playing a nice third period here. They played a nice first period here, and it seems like we're getting things going.
Puck is tied up at the far side corner. Adrian in there, Wilson in that pile as well. You can see the puck against the wall. It's just not really going too many places. Now it's fed around to the near side. Farmer trying to move it up the wall. Salak. Bedard punches it back down as they battle over it, and now it does come to center. Salak on the left wing. Into the corner. Bedard leaning on him, pushes him off into the glass. Jesso joins the pile. The battle ensues. Now it's turned over to Wilson. Wilson moving it across. Jurgenite to center. Jesso to the stripe, tried to dump it in, but that's the play, right? Get to center and make the Thunderbirds go 200 feet.
Exactly the play, and you force Thunderbirds to make a bad pass, which they did.
And they pick it off and turn it in, even though it'll come right back out now to center, but to Gullo. Turned across now, McGill Diaz will bank it into the far side corner.
Listen, keep dumping it and keep putting pressure on. Carolina's going to.
You're wearing them out.
You are.
So now they're going to try to move it up. Blomqvist turns it over right down low, and a right pad save on a chance in tight by Skinner. Blomqvist on it again. Trouble handling that puck. Turned right back in by Rivers. Rivers looking across, leaving it into space. Neat little lead for Gullo, but he couldn't really hang on to it. Blomqvist will turn it behind the net.
And you look at the forecheck, Tom. It's changed to a one aggressive, two kind of high, and of course your two defensemen. I like it.
Yeah, no, right now it's good. It's just and seek the puck. That is the important part. As PD now pulls out to get a 5-man change.
So just about 5 minutes to go here. So they're going to get another opportunity to regroup in the next stoppage, and we'll get that immediate timeout.
Thunderbirds will dump it on into the right side corner. Shernock around the wall, a roller to the line, and that's going to go back out. Butita thought he had someone backing him up at the line, but the D was changing. Turned back in. Gonzalez onto the near side here. Razulov moving it in. Marcinkiewicz can't clear the zone. Razulov has to send it back behind the net. Now up the left side. Here comes PD. Dumped in from center, chasing it down Zajac. And around behind the net, Smirnoff put it right into Zajac. Right side, Patrick Marcinkiewicz up to the right point. Moving it across Razulov. Feeding onto the far side, Risha coming in, they score! Tipped in front. I don't know if it was Dominic Marcinkiewicz or maybe it went off Don Carter Jr. Either way, the puck deflects into the net past Skinner with 4:27 to go. It's 4-2 PD.
I think, unfortunately for Don Carter, I think it went off his skate. But the important thing was the shot. The shot was from the far side of the circles, Tom, along the far wall, and it was maybe four inches off the ice, and it hit something. Who cares what it hit, but it goes in the net. That's what we've been preaching. Shoot the puck, and good things happen. And by the way, if the goalie had made a save, we had an ice cat right there for the rebound. So excellent play, guys. Nice job. You take that 2-goal lead, and I'm happy.
I think that's going to be Konstantin Chernuk's goal, and if so, it's his first of the season, and it couldn't come at a better time. I think it did go in off Carter. I think you're right.
We'll see what they say if it's unassisted.
So right now, Wilson trying to bring it around, get it out of the zone as the Thunderbirds now trying to make a push back here. Scott, they trail by 2. You have to imagine they're going to just bring everything they can over the last couple of minutes.
Oh, you have to. They're going to get aggressive. You know what? Don't change our forecheck. Keep doing what we're doing.
There's a turnover. Jesso with a shot. Save made on the off angle. And that's the other thing. Get numbers back. And I like it right away. Adrian comes back as the third man. Here's Keeley up the right side to feed into the slot. Turned over to Wilson. He'll wedge it ahead. And here's a breakaway chance. Rivers moving in. Shoots. He scores! Eli Rivers makes it 5-2 with 3:31 to go.
And Houston, Texas, Wilson set that whole thing up by a nice lob pass. Again, we talked about his hands last night. He lobs it perfect. Really, I kind of thought that Rivers, Eli, Mississippi Rivers there, kind of catches it, but he dribbled it. So he got his 2 steps in, and he's able to go down a breakaway. But what an outstanding play there. Good job, and I apologize. I didn't see which defenseman was able to capture it, and turn this thing up. But really nice period. And are we not taking a media timeout, or did we?
We are not, because we just scored another goal.
Well,
so you don't go to the timeout off the goal. But boy, does that send the fans to the exits.
Oh, it does. They're rats off a drowning ship here.
Gotta beat that Winston-Salem traffic out of the fairgrounds. Here's another breakaway. Moving in. A chance to the forehand. And a save made. Rebound goes right behind the net. Goaltender lost his stick. Puck in front again. Skinner scrambling for it, and he ends up with it. He made the initial save on Zajac, and then both Marcinkiewicz twins were there following it up, trying to make something happen. But, Scott, I love it. They're continuing to swarm and attack the net.
That's exactly right. They didn't go into a shell and start playing that, we got a 3-goal lead, blah, blah, blah. They continued to fight and go at it. And the Marcinkiewicz guys, I mean, they were like little piranhas there with that puck going around there. That puck's the raw meat, and there comes these little piranhas there. Kind of like us on Thanksgiving.
There you go. 3:10 to go here in the third. It looks like they're not going to the media timeout.
Well, good. Then they can give Pepsi the $2,000 they pay us per commercial for missing.
There you go, I guess.
Just kidding. Pepsi only gives us $1,500 per commercial.
Okay.
I love Pepsi.
I just took a swig of my Pepsi Zero.
Everybody at home, go buy a 6-pack and make Diet Pepsi happy.
Oh, my
or
goodness.
Pepsi Zero.
Jump back. Here's Scott going to town on his Pepsi Zero as well. So Thunderbirds looking to move this one ahead. Left side, Butita wraps it around onto the far wing. And Rivers knocked down over there. And the Thunderbirds are getting a little, they are annoyed. They've lost control of the game here in the third period. Oh, here we go. Penalty coming up for the retaliation there. So it's going to be a power play for the Thunderbirds, but depending on what happens after the whistle, I suppose. We are going to go to the timeout, so we'll tell you about it when we come back. But PD's open up a 5-2 lead late in this third period. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Grab me one too.
Tom, that's why that call is just absolutely, what I just said earlier probably cost us $1,000, but we were on the air, right?
Lucky for you, we were at break.
Oh. Anyway, listen, here's what happened. Farmer's upset because he's getting his butt kicked tonight. because, last night we lost. We didn't start doing garbage like he just did. So he punches Rivers. Rivers got his two minutes worth and dropped him into the boards. I'll take that penalty. It's a 3-goal game, and we get to ice it. So that's the nice part. And they're pulling their goalie.
So they are going to go 6-on-4 with an empty net here.
I really like it because you get to ice the puck and get a chance to pad your points.
It's 5-2, IceCats in the lead. 2:32 left to go in this hockey game. It is a 6-on-4 advantage on the power play. It is the 5th power play of the night for the Thunderbirds. They're 1 for 4. And the penalty kill is brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions. And that shot down the ice just missed the empty net.
Yeah, Dom had a chance there to pad his point total.
Here's LaBelle bringing it ahead. A long shot in. That's knocked away by Gonzalez, who's had a very solid evening. And there's a bouncer down the ice. That'll just go wide of the net. Pastuca sending it away, but not out. Marcinkiewicz with a shot, pops up in the air, comes back onto the left side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz can't get a shot away, but he's got help. Feeds it over. Razilov is going to tee it up to the empty net. Tipped in, they score. It goes in off of Houston Wilson, or was it Razilov? Either way, I'm trying to see what they're saying here.
Well, it's funny. They're
laughing about it.
Yeah, I think Wilson stole his goal.
I think he did.
He's going to owe him ice cold Mick Ultra on the way
no,
home.
he owes him.
Yeah.
He owes him for that one.
You don't steal your buddy's open net goal.
Rough one.
Wilson still with that big smile. I got to tell you what. Bring your kids out to watch Houston Wilson. I don't want to tell him this. I don't want to, I don't want him to demand more money from me. But I got to tell you, he's got a smile. He has fun. If you love a hockey player, you got to love this kid. He has so much fun out here.
So the goaltender back in. It is still a power play, but it is 6-2 PD.
That's a shorthanded goal for us, right?
That is a shorthanded goal. That's our 6th league-leading, 6th shorthanded goal of the year. Carter with a feed across a shot. Gonzalez to his left to make the save. Rebound. Whoop, they lost sight of the rebound there.
I think we all did.
They got the whistle on it.
Which, I failed to mention this. So we've started. There's a booster club. I apologize. I don't have the information, but there's a booster club going. I'm sure we'll have more information down the line there. And I think for every shorthanded goal time, you and I get $25 each. I believe that's what the whole purpose.
Okay, no, that's fantastic.
But I'm serious about the booster club. We love you. We got to get some information so we can start promoting you more.
Absolutely. Puck cleared down the ice here, and we have a $1:20 left to go in this one.
And by the way, those of you at a watch party, don't you dare leave early. You wait until the postgame show.
Blomqvist working his way in on the left side. Boy, we got a lot of scoring to wrap up all of a sudden. Cleared around to the right point. Butita getting it across. Smirnoff. Left wing corner. Mania back up top. Smirnoff to Mania. Mania, right point. Butita over for the one time, and that was fanned on. And now cleared ahead. Patrick Marcinkiewicz will just throw it down the ice. Lord moving in after the rolling puck. He'll carry it behind the net. Time winding down, 40 seconds and counting to go in this one. PD is going to get the road split.
Yeah, and we're content to just keep that puck along the boards, and now we're back to full strength.
Rivers out of the box as it's dumped in around the rim. And Scott, these two teams are going to meet at least once more this season.
Yeah, I think this is game, 3 of 13?
Puck
no, I don't even know. 4 of 13?
Puck at the right point. It would be, game 4. It ends up on the left side. Gesso knocked down going for the puck. Rivers on it. He'll just flip it off the dasher. And out as the horn sounds. And how about that one? PD, Scott, with a decisive third period, earns the victory here tonight on the road. That is a huge 3 points.
Yeah, I thought we played 42 minutes of great hockey, Tom. The first period, the third period. But here's what's back that hasn't been. We got 6 goals tonight. And this is a team that we expect, hey, listen, we got great goaltending. Don't take anything away from our goaltender, but this is a team we expect to score at least 4 goals a game. You score that many goals, you're going to win a lot of hockey games.
Scott, before I know you're going to take off, we're all going to head back here tonight after being on the road, but we're going back home. Wednesday, Friendsgiving, then Friday, Saturday at home as well. Columbus coming into town, but Blue Ridge on Wednesday. I mean, let's just talk about that homestand coming up. It's at a critical juncture of this early part of the season right now. And the way the team played tonight, I imagine you got to be pretty excited to get back on home ice.
You got to be really excited. And you know, you talk about home ice, but you talk about being home. There's just, particularly the holidays, is we're home for the holidays. And trust me, Petey, the guys miss you. The guys, you know, we've been talking about, hey, it's this nice building here, and last week we're a nice building, but there's no place like home. So we're going to click our heels 3 times or click our skates 3 times, say there's no place like home. See a couple of them on Monday at 6:30 at Zapata's. We're going to see hopefully all of you Wednesday. And you season ticket holders, you got your buddy passes, you got your 2 friends or your enemies or you know, go make some friends. Go buy some friends. Bring them to the game. On the
off chance that someone didn't get that ticket link texted to them, if they missed it, should they just reach out to the team, give us a call?
Yeah, Phil Bork, I think he's tickets at pdprohockey.com. But Phil, who's going to be riding, well, I'd say shotgun, but he sits in the back seat of the car. He eats his little peanuts and watches his blue, you know, on the way home, and he'll fall asleep in his little chair. But listen, get a hold of Phil on Monday. Don't do it 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's try 10 o'clock. Give us a chance to go through our emails. But yeah, and get your tickets there. And by the way, if you didn't get free tickets because you're not a season ticket holder, become a season ticket holder. I mean, you know,
there you go.
23 home games left, and we'd love to have you part of the IceCats family, part of the litter, part of the. I think it's chowder. Is that what you call a group of cats? You should know this as a cat guy.
I actually don't know this.
Okay, well, Tom, there's your homework assignment.
Okay.
But you have a safe trip, too. You're taking the Blue Bomber home.
That's right.
And by the way, 6 o'clock start. It's 8:42. I want to do this next year in PD so us old people can be in bed by 11.
Love it. Absolutely love it. We'll roll up the sidewalks. All right, Scott Brand, thanks for joining us, as always. All right, we're going to wrap things up here. We're moving it on into postgame show mode, and the postgame show brought to you by Gorget Distilling. Stay tuned. We're going to go back over the scoring from this one, take a final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard, all that and more coming your way. IceCats win it 6-2. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official video graphic designer for the PD IceCats.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise, plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together. That's Tomlinson Sales Company, 85 years strong and still serving the Carolinas.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
IceCat fans, join us Thanksgiving weekend as the IceCats take on the Blue Ridge Bobcats Wednesday, November 26th, followed by a weekend series with the Columbus River Dragons November 28th and 29th. Get your tickets today at pdprohockey.com.
And we're back on the Gorget Distilling postgame show, and a big win tonight for the PD IceCats. get that split on the road. They get a big 3 points. And again, if you're new to the FPHL, it is a 3-2-1 point system. Yes, you get 3 points for a regulation win. So that boosts them up to 19. Now, depending on what happens with Columbus and Monroe, and we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in just a little bit. But for now, it puts PD back into a tie for second place in the division. So that is something fantastic for this team right now. Very exciting, as you know what, tonight they really came out, did the IceCats, and just worked hard from the opening face-off. They scored the first goal of the game as we begin to take a look back at the wrap of the scoring, starting 4-11 into the first period. And the first period was a good one. Now, yes, they do end up giving up 2 goals, but they score twice, and they do it by getting a lot of pucks at the net. 20 shots in total in the first period. And it starts with Dustin Gesso finally getting the monkey off his back as he scores his first of the year, 4-11, and Houston Wilson with the assist on that one. And that makes it 1-0. But the Thunderbirds would push back. Now, Twin City never led, but they would come back to tie the game a couple of times. The first was at 11:57 on a goal, a power play marker from LaBelle. Carter with the assist on that one as well. And at 11:57, okay, the game's tied back up at 1. But back come the PD IceCats at 14:22. It's Houston Wilson scoring, or pardon me, it's Patrick Smarcinkiewicz scoring at 14:22 with assists going to Dominic Smarcinkiewicz, and also Razalov picking up a helper on that one as well. Looks like, and they've had a bunch of scoring changes, so bear with me on this one as we try to go through and keep everything straight. 16-14, a goal from Roman Kramer, assist going to Ford and Hanley, and that tied it at 2, and that was after 2 periods of play. Into the second period we go, only 1 goal to tell you about. This one turns out to be the eventual game winner, 17:52 of the period. A real nice goal by Chance Adrian with assists going to Dustin Gesso and Jake Jurgenite. And a pass across Gesso, looking, found the trailer. Adrian took it on the backhand, cutting down that right side, shifted it to the forehand, and shot quickly. Didn't try to make a deep move, just let the puck go, and it beat the goaltender Skinner to the blocker side, 3-2 after 2. In the third period, the second, specifically late really in the third period, I like the way PD opened the period. They came out, they were shooting the puck, they were making things happen, but then the goals started to go in, starting at 15:33. The goal scored by Dominic Smarcinkiewicz with an assist going to Konstantin Chernak, and I actually wondered if that had gone in off Marcinkiewicz or not. I thought it might have gone in off Don Carter Jr. Chernak with the shot, but apparently it went in off Dominic Smarcinkiewicz, so that does become his goal. It's his 8th of the season, with Chernak and Razalov picking up assists. Then at 16:29, a goal off the stick of Eli Rivers. Rivers with an assist from Houston Wilson. And then late with the net empty, a shorthanded goal, an empty netter at 18:11. It is indeed Houston Wilson's goal as he tipped in the empty net shot that was going in for Razalov. But he deflects that one in. They kind of share a laugh over it, and Dominic Smarcinkiewicz also picks up a helper on that one. So big-time late third period for PD as they pull away and separate for the 6-2 win. Shots by period for PD, 20 in the first, 11 in the second, 18 in the third for 49, 11, 12, 7 for the Thunderbirds for 30 in the game. Power plays IceCats 0 for 5. Thunderbirds go 1 for 5. We'll take a break here in our Gorgat Distilling post-game show. When we come back, a final look back at that out-of-town scoreboard. So stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings. The flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
In Hawaiian culture, food is more than just a meal. It's how we show love, connect with one another, and carry on tradition. At Aloha Kitchen, our mission is to share that with everyone who walks in our doors. Our dishes serve the bold flavors of Hawaiian food and the true spirit of aloha. Where Southern hospitality meets Hawaiian aloha, that's Aloha Kitchen.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we're back on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Hey, my thanks to Scott Brand for coming up and hanging out with us during the game tonight. According to the YouTube folks, I know that was a very popular move, and Scott has gone downstairs to fight the officials. No, I'm kidding. Scott is not going to fight. Some of you may not know this. Scott is a former referee. He's a former a lot of things, but Scott actually was a former referee. He did indeed write the icing rule. And you know what? If you see him at the next home game, if you're out and about, ask him about that. He loves talking about that stuff. And it's kind of cool to talk hockey history with Scott, who's been around the game for several years. I won't give it away, but yeah, Scott is an old hand. He's seen a lot. He's been around a lot. And it's always a lot of fun to talk hockey with him. And you know what? He's wildly entertaining to have in a broadcast. I will tell you that much. As long as you're rooting for the home team. Or, well, not, you know what I mean. Not the home team, but the hometown team in this case. All right, let's take a final look back at this out-of-town scoreboard here for you. And taking a look at what's going on right now, the Black Bears up to a 4-0 lead over the Danbury Hat-Tricks. That is late in the second. Then you've also got the Columbus River Dragons now up 5-1 on the Biloxi Breakers. That is heading into the third period. 3-0. Blue Ridge has opened up a second period advantage over the Port Huron Prowlers. How about Monroe, the Moccasins? 3-1, leading the Athens Rock Lobsters late in the first period of that game. And Topeka with a 2-1 lead on the Baton Rouge Zydeco. And that is 20 minutes in. National Hockey League. Two finals from earlier today. Red Wings 4-3 over the Blue Jackets in overtime. And then you had the St. Louis Blues 2-1 winners over the New York Islanders. Everything else in this 12-game slate is either going on now or will be shortly. In the second period, the Canadiens have stretched their lead to 4-1 over the Maple Leafs. The Oilers lead the Panthers 4-3 after 2. Also after 2, Flyers 5, Devils 2. Kraken and Penguins knotted at 1 after 2 periods of play, and Sidney Crosby's got his 13th goal of the year in that one. Tampa Bay 4-2 over the Washington Capitals right now. Kucherov's got his 10th in there. Also 2 periods in, Senators and Sharks are tied up at 2. Avalanche with a 1-0 lead after 1 over the Nashville Predators on Brent Burns' second goal of the year. Coming up here at the top of the hour, you've got the Rangers at the Utah Mammoth. Then at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, it's Stars at Flames. Golden Knights are at the Ducks. And so that's a look back at that out-of-town scoreboard for you. And our final chance to look back here in this post-game show brought to you by Gorgat Distilling. And I'll tell you what, it was great to see the insurance goals being put up by PD late in that third period. Absolutely fantastic effort. Have to love it. Just the way this team was working hard down the stretch. Really just, I mean, you can't say enough good things about their ability to rally and to just continue to work hard and make things happen at the end of that game. Because when you're tired, especially at the end of 2 games in 2 nights, the ice, again, it was a little warm in this building tonight, and so the ice was a little soft, which means it takes extra effort. It really does. Keep moving the legs. Keep making things happen. It's not the easiest thing in the world And especially towards the end of the game, you heard us talking about trying to keep the shifts short, make sure that you kept the legs moving, but also didn't tire yourself out, because you don't want to lead to gaps. You don't want to lead to slips in the coverage. You want to make sure that everything is still happening. And I think PD did a really, really good job of that tonight. Oh, by the way, you know what we didn't do? We didn't give you your 3 stars. Let me go back and give you your 3 stars. They're brought to you by Mirage Promotional. And it's a good thing I remembered to do that. So, as chosen by the local media here tonight, your 3rd star tonight, I like this pick. Ricardo Gonzalez, the goaltender for the IceCats, stopped 28 of 30 shots against. I thought he had a really solid game tonight. One of the goals he was screened on, the power play shot coming in from the point by LaBelle. He played a very solid game. He gave PD every single save they needed and allowed his team to stay tied for a while and then get that 3-2 lead late in the second, and then just, win going away by picking up 3 in the final 5 minutes of the third. But I like that pick. That is a good 3rd star pick right there. Houston Wilson ends up with 2nd star honors tonight for PD. And by the way, it is a PD sweep. But Wilson finishing the night here this evening with a goal and 2 assists. So 3 points, 3 shots for him in 2 minutes in penalties. And then 1st star, Dustin Gesso. Boy, how good does Gesso probably feel finally getting that just albatross that he's been carrying around off his back, a goal and an assist. Had 5 shots tonight. Didn't spend any time in the box, but gets his first goal of the year. Now he's got 1 goal, 14 assists, 15 points. And I think that's huge for him, because it doesn't matter. You're a veteran player. You're a young player. The pressure mounts. And you try to push it to the back of your mind, or just completely out of your mind. You go out there and you just play, and you just do the right things on your shift, make smart decisions, get pucks to the front of the net. But you know what? I thought Gesso and Houston Wilson were a very good combination tonight. I thought those guys were buzzing. I thought they really carried a lot of the momentum and a lot of the play early and then again late in the game. So it's good to see. And Gesso does capitalize. He gets his first, and that wraps him up for 1st star honors tonight. And just love to see it. And it's important. It really is important now. He's going to feel better. He's going to breathe a little easier and say, okay, now I feel like I'm more back to myself. So there are your 3 stars, brought to you by Mirage Promotional. I want to remind everybody the next time we are at home is Wednesday, November 26th. That's coming up this week here. It is Friendsgiving. So if you're an IceCats season ticket holder, you get 2 free tickets to bring friends or family to the game who have never been to a game. If you did not get your link was texted to you. Follow that link to get your 2 free tickets. But if you didn't receive it for whatever reason, either call the office or email us Monday morning, tickets@PD Pro Hockey, so you don't miss out on that. Also, Wednesday night, it's West Florence night. Each $18 ticket purchase sees $5 go back to the West Florence football program. The deadline for ticket purchase is Tuesday at 5 p.m. Now, if you want to find our link to that ticket, that is through our social media. So whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter and or X, or any of the other social media places, in the bio, you'll see a Linktree link. Click on that link, and that is going to take you over to where you can buy tickets for West Florence night. And then don't forget, Saturday night against Columbus is Powers Property night. All residents of Powers Properties can get buy one, get one free tickets to Saturday's game by emailing the IceCats at tickets@pdprohockey.com. You can also check that Linktree link as well. And so that's what we have coming up here. And you can always point your browser to pdprohockey.com to see everything that's going on with this IceCats team as we move ahead here into what promises to be a very exciting week of hockey. 3 games and 4 nights at home, pivotal games, an important stretch of the season, especially coming off picking up this big-time 3 points here this evening for PD. So that's absolutely fantastic. Have to love that. All right, well, want to say thanks to Aiden Mulholland, our executive producer, for getting us through this one here this evening, as well as Scott Brand for, well, making it way more entertaining. Always love having Scott on there. Love working with Scott, and we love having you as our listeners, whether it's on the Cumulus side or our viewers on the YouTube side. By the way, if you're here, subscribe to YouTube, click the bell. You'll get the notifications every time we go live with a game. So one more time, your final, PD 6, Twin City 2. And this is Tom Callahan saying Good night.